possible.
Sometimes I'm selfish, get jealous. I feel a little helpless. My whole world has shifted again. You made a promise, I kept it. Now I'm second guessing. My whole world has shifted again. Now I drive back to an empty room, and it's setting in. Now that your things are gone, what have I done? Was everything worth this? I guess I deserve this. Why do I run whenever I'm hurting? I guess I'm still learning how to run. What have I
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee?
Welcome back to the second season of Samsung Odyssey Masters. My name is Amy and Marincha is here with me today as well. We will be your hosts for the entirety of this tournament.
Hi everyone. Ahead of us today, we'll have a second day of qualifiers Group A. Yesterday, we saw Team Snip taking those 2 chicken dinners and Kryptova winning another one, and they both take the two places on our leaderboard. We will have to see, are those the two teams that will continue to the finals, and will they win?
They will actually join our 8 invited teams. already for the finals, but also they are fighting for 10,000 euros. That's right, that's the prize pool. Apart from that, we have actually expanded this year, and now Samsung Odyssey Masters has 4 regions actually. So the contestants are divided in 4 regions. There's Poland, there is Czech Republic and Slovakia, Hungary, and of course the Adria region.
From each group, we will see 2 teams continue to the finals, and they will meet 8 invited teams, and those are Polish Power, Dead Boys, Entropic, Vicar V, Heat Esports, Grind More, Hall of Game, and M-Force. So, Amy, what are your thoughts about yesterday's day?
Well, what are my thoughts about yesterday's games? I don't know. I mean, the first game right off the bat, full of action, those shotguns, the stealthy kills. That was amazing. We saw some nade action. We saw some cars rolling over. I think the game's really, really fun to watch. Really good players, some really good players in Group A, to be honest. We'll see if we're going to continue to see Sneep team domination today. Are there going to be some changes? We'll see. What do you think, Marincha?
Well, our yesterday's MVP was Nixie, and we'll have to see who is going to contest him today. Will it be some of the Snip team players, or we'll see another one?
Yeah, for sure. But before we actually get to the games, of course, I want to say a big thanks to Samsung Odyssey yet again for making this amazing tournament happen. And of course, our sponsors, PaySafeCard and Visel S.
Also, make sure to check out our official tournament page for the stream schedule, for game results, and many, many giveaways. So don't move your eyes from the stream, because you never know what you could win.
That's right. Pay attention. And now we're going to introduce you to our casters. Sanson and Toby are with you today. Take it away, guys.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second day of Samsung Odyssey Masters. My name is Sanda Sansen Mamic, and I have a very, very dear friend with me tonight here. Toby, hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. It's really wonderful to hear you, and I really hope we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. We have seen some amazing action yesterday, and we have seen some lobby domination by Team Snip. I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen today. We have seen a couple of other teams that really stepped up, and maybe we just see Toby. I don't know, the last 8 teams from yesterday. Maybe they're going to step up too after the little bit slower first day.
I hope so. I mean, there's a lot of these teams that I have not seen play before, so it's gonna be great to get some fresh blood in. Maybe who knows? A couple of months from now, some of these teams will be among the best in all of Europe. We'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think Samsung Odyssey is the best way to show themselves and to maybe just, what you said, in a couple of months, maybe we're gonna watch them even on
Yeah.
some bigger championships. So we're gonna be going into the lobby in a couple of more seconds. What is there to say? I mean, we have 5 games tonight. It's 3 Miramars first, and then 2 Erangels. We have seen Snip getting chicken dinner on both maps, so I guess we do expect a lot from them tonight as well. Especially after there was the Nixie MVP, three of their players in top 5. I mean, absolute domination by them.
Yeah, I mean, not only do they get 2 wins yesterday, but the fact that they get over twice the amount of kills as the team with the second most kills, that's completely insane. I mean, that is, as you say, complete domination. And I wouldn't expect anything less from a team like Snip. I've casted them plenty of times before. They're very talented. And I'm glad to see that they are a team that actually can go out and play in these lobbies. Because sometimes we see teams that maybe are considered some of the best in the world. But when they go up against teams who might not be as good individually, but because they don't know them, sometimes things happen that they just cannot prepare for. And then they get, like kind of caught in the traffic chaos. But it seems to me like Snip, they know to play with these lobbies where they maybe don't know exactly what their opponents are doing.
Absolutely. We're expecting a lot from them tonight. But there are also a couple of teams that are worth mentioning. Kryptova had some really nice plays yesterday. We have seen them getting a chicken dinner as well on Erangel. So we're going to see how are they going to do tonight. As well, Team Gravity, they showed really good individual skills. So maybe chickens are lacking and the amount of points. But we are going to see how are they going to do tonight. And maybe they just going to step up a little bit. I mean, they are top 4, but only 2 teams tonight are going further in the finals. So everybody's going to try to everybody's hungry for those top 2 positions,
Mm.
definitely. So everybody's going to try to get a piece of cake for them tonight.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty wild to me how far spread it is from the top of the leaderboard down to the bottom. I mean, of course, still there are still many more games to play, so all teams have a chance to make their way up the leaderboards. But if you're all the way down at the bottom right now,
Oof.
it's looking dangerous. Of course, again, I don't want to call anyone out and say that you're not gonna make it because I've seen crazy comebacks before. But I would love to see some of the teams on the bottom of the leaderboard to get off to a really good start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you need basically like one really good game, which yesterday
Yeah.
we've seen a couple of teams manage to do so along with Snips. So if some of the teams from the bottom of the leaderboard have like some great game, maybe 12 kills or
Mm.
15 kills and a chicken dinner, they're already somewhere up there fighting for at least the second position. So
Yeah.
it's not lost for them, definitely. I mean, Snip has definitely made a huge advantage for themselves, 85 points
Yeah.
ahead. So I don't know, Kryptova and Team Gravity, 404 Error, etc. They're gonna have a tough job to try to reach that. But as we're saying, 5 games tonight. So imagine if some team stays consistent and does really good in all 5 matches. We remind you it's super settings. I think everything is possible.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, and even though Snip are so far ahead, for everyone else, I mean, okay, so yes, you might not get first place because they're so far ahead, but it's actually kind of nice for everyone else that they get so many points because that means that some of the other teams that could be in the top with them don't get that many points. So Cryptova and Snip are really far ahead, but if you look all the way down to the bottom, right? Impact, they have 8 points
Hmm.
right now. If they get, let's just say, a 10 kill win. Usually like 6 to 10 kills is pretty standard for a win in PUBG, especially in super settings. That's 20 points, and all of a sudden you jump from 16th place straight into 6th place. So like you jump
Absolutely.
10 spots and I mean, of course, depending on how many points the other teams get, but you could easily jump like half the leaderboard just with one good game. And if you get one more to follow, that's top 3 for you. So everything's still up for grabs for every team. Yeah.
Absolutely, and this is what we're expecting for tonight. That's what I love about PUBG esports is that you never know until. That's why we have to have so many matches. People are always
Mm.
asking, who are maybe not following PUBG esports that much, like why is there so many matches? Why is it? But it's really tough to because there's 16 teams playing at the same time every single game. So there's so many variables that can happen every single game, and that's why we love it. That's why we love PUBG, and we're expecting no less tonight than maybe to see someone from the bottom of the leaderboard jumping up there and doing a mess on top of it. So
Yeah,
we'll see what
exactly.
happens. Yeah.
It's always, I mean, also with less and less games being remaining in these type of tournaments, teams get more desperate. They get more eager to, oh no, okay, now we really need a good game here, and they start doing more crazy plays. And it's always fun, like at the end of the rounds of tournaments, just seeing these teams that have nothing to lose going. Either we get the compound and we win, or we just die and we lose the tournament. So we have to try and do something, and that's when sometimes again the top teams can get completely surprised because the team will go aggressive early game
YOLO.
maybe where they didn't think it was going to happen or something like that. It's always good fun to see.
Yeah, we're gonna hop into our first match for tonight. We already said Miramar. We have I see only 15 teams connected. We don't know what happened to one team, but a little bit less points in this lobby, I guess. But nonetheless, it's gonna be a fun game. So let's see what happens. Toby, what do you think of this plane?
Pretty straightforward. I mean, if we're starting off the day in any way, shape, or form, having a plane straight down the middle, I think that's pretty much as fair as can be. It's always dangerous or like difficult when new day. Okay, let's we start fresh. Let's be good, and then you get like the worst plane in the world, and then the worst circle. It's like, oh come on, we just wanted a calm and relaxing start. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, everybody has a fair share of the map. Like you can
Hmm.
go left and right. I think everybody can reach their destination. Really, no one is gonna obviously stretch all the way to Puerto Paraíso, but maybe some teams for some reason decide to go that far. This usually means that the first circle is also not gonna be maybe as crazy as the ones that we've seen yesterday. We are
True,
going to see
true.
in couple of seconds though, and we can see Team Snip on their usual position. Team Snip taking Pecado, and we can see the Cryptova there making a split around Hacienda. I can see a couple of shots already from Sheki towards Bibin, but I think everything is relatively slow so far. And regarding the
Hmm.
crazy first circle, Toby,
Yeah, I mean it's not exactly a favorable one. Let's put it that far down towards the southwest. eh, The issue with this sort of circle is transitioning down there and knowing that, for example, like if you're all the way up to the top right now, you know that there are so many teams in front of you. And you cannot just go, okay, but we want to go early, so we'll just drive through you. No, then you'll get murdered instantly. So you have to be super smart at when you're going to rotate and plan your rotation accordingly. And that's where, I mean, as we were talking about before the game session, where if you
Mm,
don't know your opponents, like if they haven't played together for a long time, so you cannot study how they usually rotate, it
mm.
can be so difficult because you can get caught so easily by a team that you thought, okay, okay, they would, like, I think they would have left now. And then all of a sudden you figure out, oh no, they were actually still in the city because there's no way of knowing before you get there.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. We can expect a lot of some maybe even unusual plays because if you don't know people who are in the lobby with you, obviously they probably know each other from the scene. But if they really played together like this, it's really hard to say. So all those rotations they're going to be really hard, especially when we see this circle which has a lot of mountains, and basically you have
Hmm.
to decide immediately which side do you want to play. You have to anticipate the next circle, otherwise you're going to be pretty much in a really tough position rotating from
Yeah.
one hill to another side. So
True. I like the fact that Feyenoord and the team actually made a pretty early transition into the circle. They were down by Chumacero already, so of course lucky for them that the circle comes there. But instead of just looting up in Chuma and kind of sitting around there to then rotate, they say, you know what? We know that we're one of the first teams down here. Let's take some more control early on and then move further forward. I like that instead of just playing it slow together. Might as well, grab everything you can while it's free.
yeah, and it's definitely good to see for them because they are on the 16th place right now, so they can choose the position they want,
Hmm.
and everything is open for them right now. So choosing the right position right now can actually mean a very good game for them. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
really hope to see how I really hope to see that they will do well in this game. And I again want to just say that the team PMU pick me up also from the bottom of the leaderboard from yesterday. They are already in the rotation towards the south side of the circle. They can also find themselves a really good spot in this first circle and
Yeah.
hopefully anticipate where the circle is going to go and maybe potentially have a great match themselves.
Exactly, and that's what we talked about. You wanna time your rotations wisely, and they realized. And also, of course, since the plane came in from the north, they realized that everyone else are probably coming in from the north. So they say, let's just wrap down south around instead and get a free entry to the circle. Smart decision making.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can already see a couple of teams are in a rotation. Team Snip already entered from what we said is going to be the most stacked part of the circle, north
Mm.
eastern side. But I think they decided and they took a good decision to go this early because you can see now the whole map, everybody slowly sitting in the cars and slowly going towards the circle. And we can probably expect some fights, and maybe even some teams are going to decide to catch some rotations on the way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's it's looking dangerous for everyone else when Sneep are the team that could potentially set up on the edge of the circle because I mean they already have so many kills that you kind of have to expect that should
Hmm.
they want to fight on the edge, if anyone goes up against them, they're probably gonna go down.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. And we can already see some shots going on towards Team Snip, but I think they're relatively far away. They're not going to have any issues right now with all of that. And Yeah, what is there to say? The really tough rotation for some of the teams. We can see there's still one team looting El Azahar. I think it's the team Sextasy. They're still taking it slow. Maybe it's not a bad decision, Toby. Maybe they
No, no,
know
no.
there's going to be a lot of people rotating very early, and they
Yeah.
decided to go a bit slower.
I mean, when you know you're beat, when you know you're not going to get sent early, there's really not a whole lot to fight for. And now, speaking of Sneep, we talked about them just before. They wanted to take a fight. They do take a fight here, but I don't think Nixie was expecting a full team to be over the hilltop now. Sakura over the top, trying to see if he can get something here. He has Sasu just up above him, but there are a lot more players up there waiting as well.
Yeah, very tough start for Snip. They lost their MVP from yesterday, Nixie, and I mean we know they have capability to continue the game as a 3-man, but of course, first game of the night, losing your best player is not maybe the option that you're choosing. And as
Hmm.
well, Cini is getting knocked.
Ooh.
Really nice shot from Tixie, and Snip is down to 2 men.
Yeah, tough start for the team that played so well yesterday. Maybe that means that there are other teams that want a piece of the top of the leaderboard. We'll have to see if they can figure it out. Of course, I mean, two Snip players are still two dangerous Snip players, so you cannot take them for granted. But not the start that they would have wanted, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think they are deciding to drop this fight and try to go somewhere else, maybe find a little bit of peace for themselves. They're going to have to probably play. We know they have individual skill, but I think they're going to have to play a little bit more passive in the next couple of zones if they want to do something. But Team Nope
Hmm.
is shooting towards Sleep Zeko. He is their IGL. They are going to lose one more car as well in the process. And definitely not the optimal position for Team
No.
Snip, but they are safe at the moment, I guess.
Yeah, I mean they're inside the circle. They're all right. Of course, not the perfect position to be in right now. They would have wanted. I mean, if they're gonna be there, they would have probably wanted to be four alive. In the meantime, Ready and everyone else making their way further down towards the circle. There are still teams, as you said before, that are coming in very late towards the north. And ooh, Creslow,
Oh.
a lot of shots towards him, but he saves himself.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know what is going on, but every single player that we watched right now is having a 3x scope. I
Yep,
guess everybody
that's
was
just
just like looting as fast as possible and getting into the zone because I don't know. I don't think it's an optimal scope for Miramar.
No, it's but it's a clear sign that everyone rotated early to try and get down to this position. Like they prioritize getting here early instead of instead of running around and looting. I mean, the teams that are coming in late, they probably have better scopes, but they will also have to fight more to get into a good position.
Yeah, we can see the two teams that are rotating very late. They're still in the blue, and they both decided to go all the way on from the eastern side, probably towards the south side of the circle, which is kind of okay when we see
Ooh,
what is going on. Oh my God, Zenson here killed one guy from Nope. Okay, they're just they lost two, but Nope lost one. Let's see what happens now. 2v3. Sakura Zenson
yeah.
decided to just stay there and maybe catch one of the guys from Team Nope, and that happened. So 1 kill for them.
Yep, a little bit of revenge coming in. Good stuff, good stuff. You take two of ours, we'll take one of yours. Now Sakura has been spotted, so needs to back off. He's prone here. Still got 4 first aid, so should be
Yeah,
alright. But again, it's really not that optimal position to be in when you're so few players. You're playing out in the open. You want to try and see if you can get some sort of control. And from where he is, if anyone positions themselves on the hill on the south side of them, he's gonna be completely exposed to them. So fortunate right now that EP is not looking in that direction.
yeah. And I'm looking here, Toby, on the map a little bit, and I can see that one of the late teams that are joining the zone, they decided to actually, I think it's the Angry Eagles. They decided to go towards Pecado instead of
Mm-hmm.
going all the way down. I don't think they noticed the team that is rotating on the south. I don't think they noticed Ecstasy, but they decided to turn the other way and go towards the north side of the circle, which is
Yeah.
actually, I don't know, maybe a
I
little
think
bit. mm,
yeah, I think it's in this case it's probably the smarter decision simply because they were too slow. I mean, they if they wanted to go all the way down to Porto Paraíso, they wouldn't get to the circle before phase 4, and they would have been taking so much damage
yeah.
in trying to get there that they would probably have been to their downfall. And now that they see the circle go further towards the west that we just saw shift here, it's a pretty good position for them, honestly. I mean, they can still make the transition, and they're coming out of the blue pretty much now, and they can get up to Macero and scout forward. So should be all right.
All right. Team Replay here got themselves a little small house. Only 2 of them though. They're playing split with the rest of their team. They're trying to be brave and just hold some positions and see where the next circle leads. And we can see on the Snip is getting some more kills, but this time on Team Enterprise.
Yeah, I mean, more kills coming their way. I mean, when you lose 2 players that early in the game, you know you're not going to go. I mean, it could still happen, but you're not expecting to go out and win the game. So every single point you can get with you in those type of games is great. Like, you never want to have 0-point games, but if you can have a bad game be like a 4-point game, 5-point game maybe, then it's good. And for Snip already, I mean, they found 2 kills. Now we'll see if they can get some more here.
Yep, definitely. Nice knock from Zeko towards the Grandis, who is on the opposite side of the road. And I don't think Enterprise teammates are going to be able to help him because they're on the top of the hill in the concrete building up there. So they're gonna be losing 1 player really slowly, though. It's a first knock and a slow bleed, but still, a point is going to be a point for Team Snip.
Yep, so 3 points in a game where they could have easily gone down without any. Good start for them to maintain their lead in this tournament so far. PMU, in the meantime, getting not completely pushed, but kind of. It seemed like 4-4 wanted to push them, and now they're thinking benefit, so now they're running back again.
Yeah, 404 had a great game yesterday, crazy chicken dinner, and they showed us they can definitely frag. They haven't been so stable though when it comes to the positioning and on the but the thing is they can really do well individually. So I think they even want to get into the fight. And obviously, they were already spreading some shots towards the Team Pick Me Up. But I can see Team Pick Me Up as well as trying to collect themselves and get a little bit closer and maybe start a fight with them.
Yep, they're wrapping their way around. I like the way that Invicta is kind of trying to wrap down towards the road to these, maybe get a better angle to try and see if we can get a kill from there. In the meantime, down towards the south, the teams are finally making their way on in. Actually, the Eagles have wrapped all the way south around Chuma. Kind of as expected. Thought they were going to go a little further north, but they wanted to avoid the city completely. So it makes pretty good sense that they come in from down there. And then even further down towards the south. Sexy, they're just, I mean, they're taking their time.
Yeah, they're just, they're in no rush. I guess they were looting for a long time, so I'm pretty sure they took a lot of meds with them. They knew they were going to be doing a slow rotation, and to be honest, it's a good decision for now because they are going to have a clear entrance into the save. So not sure about what are they going to be able to play later on if the circle shifts away. And I think, as we can see, if I'm not, the circle is kind of in their favor. So both Eagles and
this is a really good shift for them.
Exactly.
Really, really lucky circle. Everyone else now have to travel across the mountain towards the east if they haven't already, and they have to make up their mind. I mean, do we want to play on the right side or the east side of the center mountain, or do we want to play on the west side? Because there's nothing else available now up on the top of it. So either you fight for life, or you try and see if you can find a position in the lowlands.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can see these 2 teams down in Valle del Mar. They're going to get closer to the north side of that city. So we already see actually 1 knock. Mare is being knocked, but it's a trade. So this looks like a really fair fight so far. And what happens here? Hook is seeing rotation. Is he going to be able to get something or not? I think he's gonna just go back and revive his teammate, and the same thing is gonna happen on another side, or not.
I'm not sure if he's gonna get the chance to. Here we have more players trying to wrap around. They know that they're inside. Nice peek from Opec, able to get the knock on 1 there. That should actually be a double kill. To be confirmed by them with both of them being knocked inside. Smart peek around, a little dangerous doing it on his own, but it works out. So not
Yeah, definitely. Really nice play from him. And here we're seeing another knock freeze yet. That was a really nice spray from him. And he's going really aggressive right now. He's going to try to get maybe another knock. Not sure if he has any information. He probably did hear a step from TK in the yellow 2-story. However, TK is not moving at all. So I'm not 100% sure they know about him. But here comes the molly. Oh no, Toby.
That is not how you throw a molly, buddy. TK, team killing himself. That's unfortunate. Will, in the end,
no puns intended.
Go down and out. And Beerus now with Fridge trying to see if they can get the last player down. It would be convenient because maybe they could get Hulk up as well. Don't think Obek has a chance to find the flush right now, and he is still half HP, or half bleed, I should say. So there might be a chance for him to get the rest. And as I say that, it seems like it just got him flushed.
Yeah, it does not look good for Team Pick Me Up. No, but nobody came to pick him up over there. It was kind of like really hard anyway, because he was bleeding further away from his teammates. And what's there to say? Unfortunately, I think we stayed on only one player from Team PMU, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for him to get to rep out of the city if the circle is going to go north. And statistically, how often do we see a circle ending in Valle del Mar? It usually goes a little
Very
bit away.
rarely, because of
Right.
the way the water, like the bay kind of bends in there. It pretty much never happens. It's only if the circle goes down to the South Island and then shifts back up, because now the circle should go further north. It does actually go a little further towards the east, but it already now kind of excludes the most of the city. In the meantime, back towards the hillside we go with RNG in it.
Yep, Team Renegades are trying to push up that hill. They know the Team Imp is up there on the villa. They already confirmed one kill, and they're trying to find their way in. I mean, they still have around 30 seconds to think about which side they want to rep to, because the circle is still not closing. And we see Impact Noto is trying to rep it up around the mountain. It's kind of like a really tough hill to push up because it's kind of very steep and
Ooh.
you.
Feyenoord
was
trying to see if he can get himself one there. Doesn't quite get it. Now Impact, I mean, they know they have a whole team outside, and they're only 3 alive. I like the fact that they're trying to force them down on one side of the building, but now from behind, I was just going to say, I think other teams have an angle. Maybe they can see them, and Enterprise does actually spot Auto, and they will get the flush on him too. So now Impact only got 2 players left alive, all inside the building. In the meantime, everyone else are fighting too. Theory is able to find a double.
Oh my god, Team Nope said nope to someone and they are just gone. We still have all 15. There's a lot of kills going on, but we still have all 15
Everyone.
people. Yeah, all 15 teams alive. And this is the first team we are losing. Replay eliminated on 15th place. I was just about to say 40 alive and still all the teams alive, but it was kind of everybody got a few flashes of the teams, but yeah, I'm glad to actually see that teams still in the game according to our stats.
Yep, what a game. Tixie trying to peek on over, see if he can get himself some more. They have 2 kills already. We'll see if they can find a third. Oh, the knock comes in, but it's actually going to be Blue that knocks him, and Renegades are going to find the flush too, so stolen away. Yep, he's already dead, Jenny. Already dead. No point shooting him anymore.
Yep, we just lost 2 teams. Team Nope is out of the game and Team Impact on 12th position. So it was a really nice play from Team Renegade, and they're going to have to find their way into the safe, while Team Enterprise, it's only 2 people, but they know they're holding this hill, and there's not a lot of options for Hunten down there. And here's a blind Kobe from Yanni, and I think it's gonna probably, well, it didn't hit in the right place, but you know more or less where the player is, and it's just a matter of time until he gets. Oh, the zone is MVP of the match, it seems.
Yeah, Blue gets him down. He gets the flush. All is good. Enterprise continuing to rack up points here. Got himself 3 kills so far. Getting closer and closer to placement points too, but they still have 2 from Renegades alive outside the circle.
Yeah, oh my, that was a really nice knock there on Mikey, and actually Michael, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get help because it's his second bleed, and Sanya has to be very aggressive here. And actually he manages to hold the whole house, and he's going to be able to get a rest
There
off,
you
so
go.
that's really nice.
Good stuff, good stuff. And it's on the edge of the circle too. So if they get him back up, just sit tight in the building, wait for everyone to come towards you, and hopefully people will have done a little more damage to each other first. But you can see here, Q7, he's kind of on his own over here.
Yeah, that's weird.
He
'Cause
would-
his teammates are in the safe already.
Exactly. He would really like for his teammates to help him out, but they're still busy resing each other. So a little tricky position for him to be in.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see. He's around 200 meters away from his teammates, which is in the city, so it's quite far. And I don't know what was the decision there, but maybe he's gonna get his back step. I'm not sure if someone knows about him. And there we go. There's a knock for him and a 1 point for his team. He's going back to prone, but I'm not sure for how long that's gonna help him out, because they know exactly where the shots came from.
Yep, and now they're getting shot from up above as well. Eric managing to see him as he tried to make his way down towards the buildings. He'll get taken down. And actually, right now, I mean, but GRV up on the hilltop, they have a really, really, really good position from where they can see pretty much everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Let me see what's going on. It's really interesting to see for me, to be honest, Toby, because like I'm looking at Team Snip right now. They're playing huge split. Only two of them.
Yep.
They're playing huge split. Zensen is already in the middle of the circle. I think Zeko is going to probably join him sometime soon. But in the meantime, we are watching. There's going to be 4 teams that have to find their way out of Valle del Mar. We already said that Team Impact is. Was it the Team Impact, which is at the end of the zone inside in Valle del Mar? They're holding off everybody else, and it's gonna be tough for the rest of the teams to find their place inside.
Yep, not easy at all. Pick me up, trying to hold up. It's just Opek left alive. A 1v1 now against David. We'll see if he can be able to get him down. But now he's also getting shot in the back. And that's actually from all the way up the hillside. From the Eagles, way up on the hill. So tricky position to be in. The push now comes in toward the building as well. Send it, Michael, what can you do? There's one player on fire, able to get him down. He's completely flashed, though, on the receiving end of it. Doesn't have any HP, but fortunately, the push doesn't come through because they're blowing each other up.
Oh my god, it seems like today's lobby is full of broken Molotovs. I don't know what is going on with the premature explosions, but people are setting themselves on fire, and it's kind of costing them a lot. Sextasy here is managing to get a res off one of their players, but they're 2 versus 1, and I'm not sure how are they going to push this, or are they going to play relatively passive. It's kind of, I think their BPM right now is on like 150. Their heart rates are through the roof. They know someone is up there, but do they want to push?
But they clearly did know that there was still someone outside as well. Now they lose one more, so 3 solos down here will have to get out from here alive. And look at who's still getting kills. Snip not only find 2 more kills, but they also find their way into the placement point. So if it wasn't difficult enough already for teams to catch up to them, now it's just looking even more tough.
Yeah, definitely. Here we see Obek from the team pick me up. He's alone, and he's trying to. They stayed 1 versus 1 around this house, and the zone is pushing them outside, and they're gonna have to make some play. This was really nice from Team Sextasy, and they still have a chance to get a little bit more points. We're watching Michael here trying to get trying to find his way outside the house and holding a nice corner, but these shots did not connect. Maybe time for one Kobe, and
Oh no!
oh no, oh no.
Almost blows himself up. Fortunately,
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, that was a panic throw, and he's back up on the top floor, and he doesn't really know where the Sextasy player is. So, oh, he is on fire now, though, so I think it's gonna be a kill.
There you go.
Yeah, very nice for Team Gravity, and Michael is actually gonna be able to get out of here alive.
Yeah, alive at least for now. I'm curious if Gravity knows that there's still one more player down there, because it seems like after they got that kill from the hillside, they kind of started looking the other way. But look down towards the south of the circle. The Angry Eagles, they were the ones to make their rotation in very slowly, but now they've gotten here. And actually, just as I say that, from the hilltop, Rushi fires the first 2 bullets, and they get themselves a knock.
Yeah, that was a very nice knock. I mean, the Team Eagles, they have a really good position here, but I want to see how they follow up from that. Obviously, they are being looked at from multiple sides. We see Rusi here throwing all the Molotovs and all the frags he has, and he actually manages to get some shots fired at him. So Eagles are gonna still be okay, even though they are playing the lower ground.
Yep, trying to stay alive, at least for a little while longer. Want to get all the placement points they possibly can, and also since the circle is going towards them, it would be smart for them to stay on their feet for as long as possible. Snip, trying to maintain control of the hill. Seiko wants to make sure that no one is pushing up towards him. In the meantime, Sansa, you can see here, I mean, no helmet, barely a vest as well, and Seiko just keeps on shooting.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about, at this point for them, I think it's all about the confidence, right? They are already inside the zone. They had great matches yesterday. After a bad start of this match, they managed to collect 6 kills already as a duo. And, oh my god, it just keeps on going. A really nice headshot there from Zensen. And even though their utility is probably slowly vanishing, they are still managing to do a lot of here in this lobby.
We'll see what more Crypto can do. There are only 3, which of course is unfortunate. New circle is gonna pop. Where are we going? Okay, so we're going back across the road. I wonder if Rushi can manage to make his way back towards his teammates. I don't think he has a vehicle that he can use where he is right now. And as you saw before, every time he peeks over, I mean, all of Sneeb is shooting at it.
Yeah, definitely. He decided to do some anchoring for his team, but now he's being punished for that. And obviously, it's going to be really hard for him to find his way towards the circle. But maybe the damage is going to be split between him and the Team Eagles. And maybe he's going to find some way. We didn't see how much utility he has left, how many smokes. Maybe that's going to buy him some time. But definitely, Team Snip is just wanting his head. That's obvious.
Yeah, and you can see Snip here. I mean, while they want him to make a move, they're also waiting for Gravity to make a move. I think that's why Seko is playing so aggressive on the hilltop, is because they want to make sure they can't come up and take the hilltop away from them. They know that they're probably more than 2 alive, so they know they're the numbers are against them, but Team Gravity is just playing so insanely passive here.
Yeah, definitely passive right now, even though they have 6 kills already. So it doesn't look like they're too passive overall in this lobby, but they're just, I guess, taking their time right now. Because what are their options really? They either have to go towards Snip, which is dominating the lobby the last 2 days, or they have to go and take the lower ground. I think the decision is being made as we speak, because they have to move. Phase 7 is soon going to be closing, and Snip Zeko is getting some nice shots, but he's getting shot at as well. And Rassi obviously has a couple of smokes, I guess, but I don't know for how long he's gonna stay alive there is if Snip continues to zoom him.
Yeah, it's a tough area to be in, and since Gravity didn't really want to do anything that looked like taking a 4v2 fight, they will have some more space to play around, at least for the next 30 seconds before the new circle pops.
Yeah, definitely. And if Rassi gets killed here in the process, then at least for some time, Team Eagles don't have to worry about. And as we speak, Rassi got knocked. Very nice shots from Zeko. And now let's see if Team Eagles are gonna do something and maybe take some time. They are in the circle right now, but the circle is gonna shift away from them, I think.
Yeah, we'll see if that's going to be the case or not. Yep, down towards the south the circle goes. So Compound is in, the Eagles are in, but Gravity will have to make a play. And again, I mean, they haven't really hurried to take the fight to Snip. Maybe they will want to do it now, because if they go in between everyone, they're just going to get shot at by everyone. So I mean, even though Gravity has the higher numbers, I'm very interested in seeing how they're planning on playing this.
Yeah, Averik is trying to push across the road right now. He's being very brave because, well, actually, I guess Snip is located on another side, and this is a very nice knock from him. Is he gonna be able to make something more? No, it's been returned, and we have one player left. Oh, in the meantime, Zeko got knocked.
Peek. Yep, good peek over the top, and Snip will be eliminated in the end there. Gravity, they lose 1. But they take down the current first place team with them. And now in the meantime, down inside the compound, I mean, they have been chilling for the entire game so far in there. So we'll see if the remaining Crypto players will want to go out and make a move eventually. They don't have to move just yet, so might as well just wait and guarantee yourself top 2.
Yeah, I mean, one of the players from Crypto, they have loaded Groza. So I understand why he wants to guard the house. And if he shot some bullets, I'm pretty sure no one wants to push that either.
Yeah.
So they're just chilling there a little bit and seeing how they're going to approach the next phase. And I mean, obviously, they're outnumbered as well. It's only 2 of them, while the rest of the teams, they have 3 players alive.
Exactly. Trying to sit tight. And as I say, that Cynics actually does go outside to kind of peek around and see what he can spot. Looks uphill. Of course, expecting that maybe there's still some players up there. Want to make sure that's not the case. And I like this. I mean, they're taking their time. They don't have a single kill yet, which is a little unfortunate considering how free their position was. So hopefully they'll be able to find some kills here as they make their way out of the compound.
Yeah, that's very interesting because the team Kryptova actually has the best overall score for the placement from yesterday. So obviously they know how to play game tactically very well. But maybe this match a little bit too passive. Then again, it is the first match of the night, right? So, one of the guys are being shot at. Papaya had some really nice shots, but he didn't manage to connect anything yet.
No, and you can see Rocky also no vest, no utility to cross the road either. This is going to be really tough for the Angry Eagles. I mean, they played pretty smart so far to wrap all the way around, but now that they have to move across the street, it's going to be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. I think Kryptova, Senix here, if he takes, maybe if he dares to take higher ground a little bit for some time, maybe he manages to get a knock on some of the teammates from Gravity, if they are not aware of it. However, the zone is slowly closing down, and it's gonna be, I don't know, just a matter of seconds before we are seeing everybody throwing their utilities. And yeah, Senix did go a little bit higher ground, but he decided to, it's kind of risky. I mean, he wants to take Team Gravity, but he knows Eagles really need that knock on him.
Yeah, those two Molotovs, the only two that he had, both of them, I think, does Senix spot one? Yes, he does. He can't find the knock, though. I think maybe he thought he had the knock there, since he didn't even keep on shooting, but surprise, surprise. Unfortunately, it didn't quite get it.
Yeah, unfortunately, one more shot away. But Senix got the knock now on Papaya. That was really nice. If he's trying to hold off the Eagles right now, they are kind of working together with Team Gravity on their right side, because they all know. Actually, basically, Eagles don't have anything else to play. These guys have Little Ridge, Gravity has Sub Ridge, but they decided to shoot at each other right now, and that was really nice. However, I don't know, Kressley's alone versus Eagles, and what is going on, Toby?
There you go. Eagles win it. Solid play from behind the rock, managing to get themselves the win in that one. They played it slow. I didn't think they were going to be able to survive the cross across, to make it across the street. But honestly, I mean, Gravity were, I don't know if they were playing scared, but they were extremely passive. Kryptova didn't do anything to take control until very late either. So both those teams kind of just allowing for Eagles to get across, and then they win the game.
Yeah, for a second it was looking like they were helping each other, Team Gravity and Crypto, but just suddenly they started shooting at each other instead of the Eagles, and then Eagles took the opportunity and just grabbed that first chicken dinner for themselves. This was a
Yeah.
really nice opening match, and we are going to see you guys in a couple of minutes. We're going to go back to studio and see what are our ladies up to.
Welcome back to the studio. Thank you to Toby and Sanson. Well, that was quite an expected game. What do you say, Marinja?
Can we say that yesterday's underdogs took the win, the Angry Eagles?
Yeah, that was a nice chicken dinner. I mean, I gotta say, Miramar was the first map, and they played really safe until the end, until the very end. Actually, they were like 0 kills. So that was actually pretty unexpected. We saw that Snip team had lost 2 team members very early on, and then Zeko and Sakura Zensen were actually kind of picking here and there. They were pretty distant from each other, getting those kills. But in the end, sadly, they fell. We saw some good performance also from Team Gravity, which was really nice. I feel like today the teams are already like, oh, we got to get those points. We got to go, we can't stop here, we got to get those points. We got to go forward. So that was actually really nice from Angry Eagles. But you know what else is nice?
Well, for every stream, Samsung Odyssey prepared our viewers a giveaway. So I hope you are ready for another question very soon.
So all you have to do is actually type the answer in the live chat to be able to participate and win a €50 G2A voucher. And you just have to answer one simple question. What is the question, Marinja?
Well, prepare yourself to take a trip down memory lane, because this is gonna be a good one to remember. Who was the winner of first season of Samsung Odyssey Masters? Type your answers in the chat, and our moderators will announce the winners shortly.
Yeah, for sure. I think shall I say good luck or congratulations? Because I know you guys are pretty quick. I know the answer
We
is
seen it
probably
yesterday.
yeah, we've seen yesterday how quick you guys are. We didn't even say the question fully, and you guys were already right on the money, got the giveaway. But yeah, congratulations already to the winners. And I actually wanted to go back a little bit to talk about the game because what we saw today with the first match was something we were kind of thinking it's going to be like yesterday because we had that circle at Valle del Mar.
Valle del Mar.
Oh my God! Like how rare is that? That doesn't happen.
But Miramar was tough again, making all the players play on the edge of the circle, fight for the inner spot. So it was another tough one.
There was a lot of hillside action. There was a lot of arsonists putting house on fire, a lot of crazy Molotovs, and a lot of zone killing the players.
Yes.
But more of that, or maybe less of that, you will see in game 2. Here's a little word from our sponsors and a little break. And after that, Sanson and Toby will greet you back for game number 2. See you.
Yeah.
But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, get some pillows in the Chevy. Just like a dial, low and heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with this steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Love, give me lots of fire. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me is a part of me, my biology. Yeah, it won't be over till the fat lady sings. I owe you a trip, cause me and you, we got a thing. My sunshine state, hair curly like a string. Just a big ol' ooh, smile.
Welcome back, everybody. We just had a first amazing match. It was, Toby, what we talked about just before the match. We wanted to see someone from the bottom of the leaderboard stepping up.
Yeah, finally. Glad to see it. I mean, Angry Eagles, they rotated in really slow. They played it on the south side. They got a good circle, and they never really overstepped their boundaries. I think they played it smart, but then still, I mean, with that, they knew that when they had to make a move, when they had to cross the street, they did, and they won the game. So good job by them.
Yeah, definitely. Not a lot of kills for them, but placement points are definitely there, and a lot of abundance of confidence, I would say, after the
Yeah.
first match. Definitely Team Gravity and Team Crypto, they could have done better there, but we have 4 more matches to go. Next is Miramar again, but we are hopefully before that, we're going to be able to pick on the leaderboard.
Let's see how the things are standing. And just like that, I mean, that's what we said, right? 13th place for Eagles just before. Boom. Now they're in 7th. They just jumped pretty much half the leaderboard
Yeah.
up to top 7. That is really impressive.
Absolutely. It's looking really good for them today, but it's looking even better for the team Snip, who is, I can say, I don't know if they already got their position for the finals because they're former matches. I don't want to jinx them, but they have been playing so well
They're looking
yesterday.
good. Let's say that.
They're
They're
looking
looking
good,
really good.
right?
Yeah, they are. They're sitting in a very comfortable spot right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, and
It's
of course, on top of that, just getting a fourth placement with only 2 players, and was it 6 or 7 kills for them as well? It
Mhm.
just the boost in the confidence they have. It's looking really good for them, but it's
I
also
think.
looking pretty good for some other teams.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I think one thing is confidence. I just think Snip they don't really like. I just don't think they fear anyone here. Like they know that they're as good, if not better, than
Mhm.
everyone else in the lobby, and the score is obviously showing that. I honestly think that even though maybe there are other teams that are not as good, they should play with the same mindset. Like if you go into a fight, for example, Gravity here in the end of the game, you know you're 4v2. You can just kill Snip, but instead of doing that and giving yourself more space, they're hiding behind rocks. And by doing so, the opposing teams can just take all the control that they want. Now, fortunately for them, Angry Eagles were also playing quite passive, so
Mhm.
they didn't really do much to do so. But it's sometimes you just have to say to yourself, you know what, I'm better than them. You know what, I will win that fight, because sometimes that's what ends up happening. If you go into a fight going, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna win that, then more often than not, you miss your shots.
Yeah, exactly. You already lost with that attitude. Let's just see our statistics for the first match, and we can see. Hmm, we have Nixie still. These are statistics with the most kills so far, as I understand, because Nixie already had a lot of kills, and we lost him very early in this match. So Nixie, 24 kills, impressive for 6 matches.
Yeah.
Snip Zeko, 17. After them, Beerus from 404 Error. We haven't seen them doing a lot in this first match, but let's see what's going to happen in the next one. Team Gravity on fourth position, Aveirik with 13 kills, and then Sakura Zensen with 13 kills. And I think at least half from those kills are from this last match.
It's pretty insane that Beerus actually has over half the kills for Era. Considering the fact that Frisia has more damage than him, apparently, that's pretty wild. But you can see here Nixie. I mean, he is he is so far ahead of everyone else, and the people he are ahead of are also 2 other Sneak players. So clearly a difference in caliber when it comes to the individual skill here.
Yeah, definitely. But we're hoping now in the second match of Miramar for tonight, we can see that the plane is going to be a little bit different than the last one. But I think it's also relatively fair for everybody.
Yeah, first we go straight down. We're making a cross, you know. First we go
Yeah.
straight down the middle. Now we go straight west to east. Just making it fair for everyone. And then next one can go everywhere. We'll see. We'll see. This one though, I mean, last game there were no hot drops. Also there is one team missing. So obviously only 15 teams, 60 players on Miramar. There is just so much space. I mean, with the super settings and everything, you can get loot. Like you can get a player fully looted in just 1 or 2 buildings if you're
Yeah.
lucky. So if you're hot dropping, like if you're landing close to opponents now, then it's because you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, definitely want some points. And I mean, it's not unheard of, definitely. Oh, we can see
Oh
there
no, by no
are.
means.
Yeah, we can see there is a shared city here right now. And I'm not sure, are they going to get into the fight though? Or it's a big city. I mean, I think they're gonna just rep out of it around, but you never know. Maybe someone gets knocked, and then teams decide to fight, and it doesn't look like it at the moment.
That is a
However,
center
everybody's still
circle.
looting. Yeah, it is.
Very, very, very centered up circle there. It's Are we already now calling that it's gonna go inside someone? Say no. Let's hope not. I don't want to see city endings. I hope that Kobo doesn't get city endings either, because they are absolutely hell to try and
Yeah.
be an observer, and it's not easy.
Yeah, definitely. Kudos to Arkova, who is catching all this action on his own. And like I think we can say from the past match, we have seen a lot of great action. So I mean, he is the man for the job. So definitely. Here we see Cookie in the compound with one of the players from Replay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so maybe they're gonna get into fight, maybe not. It's interesting. We didn't see any hot drops, but there are some of the drops where people just jumped individually. I don't know whether that was just on purpose or maybe it was just to get the car. But yeah, Dimnishad is trying to spot Cookie, and the Cookie is long gone with a vehicle. And I think he's just decided to bail and maybe loot something more because his gear is not that good.
I mean, that's one thing. Another thing is that Lost are actually extremely split. Like, if you look at the map right now, they are very, very split around the north side of San Martin. So should one player get knocked, pretty much no matter which one of them it is, it will be at least like 20, 30 seconds before a teammate could come there to help. And then, I mean, then you're pretty much guaranteed that that's going to be a player getting flushed, right? So
Yeah.
dangerous too. I mean, one thing is that you loot on your own, but to loot on your own and then go that close to opponents, that is, then you're playing with fire.
Yeah, definitely. I see a couple of guys being close to each other as well. Let me see. Yeah, this is what I was looking at the map, but yeah, we're right. Mare, aka Mare, is looking towards Thomas from a team Red, and he is getting. I think he definitely called that there's a guy
Hulk
here.
is coming in now.
Yep.
And Beerus is coming as well. They all know that there's something going on. You know, Thomas, if you are in fact a dinosaur, Mr. Rex, I hope that you activate your dinosaur powers now because you are 1v3.
He's 1v3. He did have a shotgun, however, he switched to UMP. I mean, close range, equally a great gun, but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be able. And no, he's getting knocked there and flushed. That's points for Team 404. And, well, Team Red is going to have to continue with one team left.
Yeah, feels bad, man, but that's how it is. I mean, we just talked about it, right? That's how fast. I mean, if a team can execute on it so fast, and if they can see the split that fast, then there's just not a whole lot you can do. Always make sure that you have your vehicles close. You could see there Thomas didn't. He was kind of scrambling back to try and get out of there alive. But at that point, they had already set up on the hillside, and there was just no way for him to get out from there.
Yeah, definitely. Zenson is here watching a little bit. He knows there's one team. Oh, what happened on the kill feed? We have one friendly knock with a vehicle.
Were too happy. It was a dinosaur.
Yeah. We are watching Zenson here trying to get a little bit closer to one of the players from Team Enterprise, but I'm not sure if Yanni is aware at all, and if Zenson gets an angle, and he could, because he's running really fast, he could find him in the open, and that could be one knock for him.
Yeah, we'll see. They're driving up close, and I thought they actually might have seen Zenson there, but does he see him?
Yeah, no.
Okay, now he spots one. Nothing connected first time around for Zenson. A lot of damage coming in return, though, down to 44 HP. You can see Seiko is coming up close, and the teammates are wrapping up on the minimap on the south side of the hill as well. So pull on, pull up, coming up here. Let's see if they can take it on.
Yeah, definitely the cavalry is here. And Nixie just crashed very confidently into the compound. They know, I think, it's only two players in this compound here, and there has been one knock already on Yanni far away. So I think they're not gonna be able to get any help. So it's Nixie versus these two guys, and it's looking pretty good for him, considering he has his teammates on the back of the mountain here, supporting him with a lot of suppressed shots, and he's trying to find some angles. He knows more or less where the players are, but they're hidden behind the angles. But I just, I don't see how this is gonna go well for the TPP if Team Snip manages to wrap around. But no, Sakura has been punished. Sakura has been punished, and a really nice play from Pixie there. He's gonna be able to get the reds off on literally 1 HP on Yanni. So that's really nice, looking really nice for them. And I don't really know, is Cine gonna be able to res Zenson or not? He's gonna need it.
I mean, he should be able to get up there, but obviously Tixie knows exactly where he got the knock. So if he's smart, he's put the marker down and says, guys, there's a knock player up there. Make sure that he cannot get rest. And if someone goes for it, we have to be ready to shoot him. But having said that, it doesn't look like he's actually looking in that direction right now. So Should be a rest possible. Yanni might be running up in the direction to try and see if he can get the flush, but don't want to sprint too much because they might hear you if close.
Yeah, he's trying to get on top of this mountain and maybe see if he can get maybe another knock or at least a flush. Meanwhile, his teammates are looking towards Zeko. I mean, they obviously, after they've seen the knock, they know who are they against, right? It's not that easy to make a play on Team Snip, which has almost 100 points in the lobby. So it's kind of they're taking their time. Team EP, obviously, we've seen they can do some shots and they can do some damage, but they are still waiting passively to see if some of the another knock on Yanni, but he's been punished as well. It's a eye for an eye.
Yeah, falls down. The issue here is that Yanni has been knocked once already. You can see how fast he's bleeding out. So trying to crawl down, trying to get back to his teammates. We'll have to see if they dare to commit to a res. And also, Tixi is so far away. So if they're in an up-close fight here, there's not a whole lot Tixi can really do because these buildings don't make it any easier to spot inside. Grandy's trying to come over and get the res simply. No time for him to do so.
Yeah, it's very hard for Grandis now as well because Zeko has an angle on him, so he just decided to hide here in a little ridge and heal. Obviously, Cini and Zensen know exactly where he is, so maybe they're going to try with some Kobe's and smokes to get a little bit closer or maybe even get a knock while Tixi is trying to support from far away. But as you said, if he doesn't land those shots, there's nothing much he can do for his team.
Exactly. These type of buildings don't exactly make it any easier either. Not a whole lot of windows to utilize. Let's see now. They know they're in there. It's just a matter of when Snip says 3, 2, 1, let's go, and push inside the building.
Yeah, definitely. Grandy's trying to do some damage here, but he knows Cini is on his left side, and Adam is in a lot of trouble right now. He's getting grenaded, and he's trying to smoke the exit, so he buys at least a little bit of time for himself. I'm not sure what is his play gonna be here, except of just trying to hold on as long as he can. Is Tixi gonna be able to get a little bit closer? I don't know whether Tixi has a vehicle or not, but Samson, I think he wanted it, Toby. He wanted to do that.
Oh, that was on purpose. Okay. That would have a very creative grenade throw if it was on purpose. He almost blew himself up with it. That would have been impressive. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Makes sense. Now they are pushing in. Maybe they're getting a little annoyed that this is taking so long. I don't think they have any clue that he's downstairs. Oh, the timing they start too early. No, Item, you had the chance to make a play. Yeah, really good idea. Just shot too early.
Good idea, and Team Snip definitely didn't know about his position, but then I think he kind of peeked or too soon, and it just kind of, but he got punished there. Of course, it's Snip we're talking about, so the guys are not gonna, easily get double knock on them especially after a mistake like that.
Oh, let's see now, Grandy's. You and Tixi against the top of the leaderboard. How are you planning on doing this? So far, it hasn't seemed like there was much of a plan because Tixi hasn't really done a whole lot to try and reunite with his teammates. And Grandy's now tried to go for the rest earlier on Jenny. Couldn't get it. Now he's kind of stuck in the rocks. And the circle has just shifted to the east. Not exactly making things any easier. So this is going to be tough. But also, if you're a Snip here, yes, you want the kills. But you also probably have to move at some point.
Yeah, they're going to have to move soon. Maybe they're even going to drop the fight, getting Grandy's there perhaps, and just getting into the vehicles. However, this part of the circle where they are at the moment, it's still pretty much playable. It's the highest ground on the map at the moment. But Nixie is definitely, aggressively trying to find a Grandy's, and he found it. So we only have Tixi left, and Tixi is now going to just go, probably, and stay on his own. Snip has cleared this part of the map.
Not a whole lot more for him to do or for them to do in that situation. Also, I don't think Snip's going to be chasing that kill either. In the meantime, here comes Impact. Full speed forward into the city they go. Feyenoord runs himself over. Down to 1 HP quite literally. He will get taken down, and that's Impact.
Yikes.
Making no impact as they go down in 15th.
Yeah, the only thing that they impacted here was the ground and the vehicle. Unfortunate for them, we are losing them on 15th position in this match, but better luck next time as the as the ending screen says in PUBG. They're gonna have to play a little bit more concentrated and smarter. In the next match, we are watching a replay here. Dimyachar, aka the Chimney Man on my language, is trying to make a play here.
Chimney Man. Love the name. Love the name. Let's see. How are they planning on playing this one out? I mean, they're sitting in a good spot right now in the circle, and it makes sense that they wouldn't want to leave now. But at least then don't just sit inside the compound and do nothing. Scout forward. Try to see, like, okay, so if the circle goes down here, what's the plan? If the circle goes over here, what's the plan? Because right now you're safe, but if this circle goes, like, far away from where you are right now, and you don't have a plan, you're pretty much going to be screwed.
Exactly. It's not gonna look. It's not gonna look well. Yeah. Well, we've seen in these couple of matches, there are teams who play maybe a little bit too passive when it comes to not only the kills and the plays, but also scouting of the areas. Because what you said, it's super important to have some kind of play, maybe like 1 or 2 moves in advance. Basically, I mean, that's why PUBG esports is also, it's so tough as an esports, because you have to make a plan, sometimes 2-3 steps ahead. You have to think on your rotations, on your positioning, and the teams that do that the best, obviously, are just, indestructible at some point.
Yeah. Yep. It becomes very difficult very fast. Let's see now. Gravity. I said they were being a bit too passive last game, and I stand by it. I want to see if they can maybe do some more this time around. I like the fact that they're coming in late on this one. I mean, this circle could still shift anywhere. It's the next one after this that will shift away from mountains. But now they hit the circle edge right as the new one pops, which means they will have speed to quickly grab a compound if they see one available. So smart kind of passive play style here in the early mid game.
I mean, yeah, like we are seeing. They are playing. Maybe I would rather say they're playing extremely smart. Because I can see, like, they have 36 kills. For example, they're on 3rd position. They have 36 kills, while Cryptova, which is on 2nd position, they have 27 kills. So they do have almost doesn't kill more. So it means that they know how to frag. However, they're just, I guess, waiting for that right time to get involved.
Exactly. Let's see now. They are coming over the hill down from the south. We'll see if they can get themselves a place to play from. In the meantime, to the south, we have, also the southwest, I should say, we have Sneep. They're making their way on in. Up to the north, we have Cryptova. They also have to get inside the circle. And then far, far, far up to the north, team wrapping in from Water Treatment. They're driving straight into danger here.
Yeah, definitely. And on the kill feed, we see one of the Eagles knocked his teammate with a car. That's not good for them. But we are going to another fight. Seems like a place to be. Pick Me Up is in a lot of trouble, and I think they stayed on maybe just 1 player alive. And that's gonna be very hard. He's in rotation as we speak. His car is so bad right now. I don't.
How did they lose 2 players to falling? Did they both jump out of the car before it stopped, or did I'm not sure, but that was not the way to push a compound. That's for sure.
Definitely not. That's very unfortunate. In their defense, a lot of cars on Miramar are very, unstable, and they flip around. You hit that brake, but the cars don't stop. But it is what it is. Definitely competitive play. You should take those things into consideration and obviously play a little bit more. A little bit better than this.
We called it an oopsie. You can make oopsies sometimes. It's okay. Crypto, in the meantime, they came in from the far north side, and they've actually managed to find a seat inside of Hacienda. It's not, of course, perfect, because there are, as you can see, a lot of opponents around them, and I think they're starting to realize that now. Hey, well, this was free. Not completely free. And they actually split 2-2 as well. So a very greedy 2-way split. Fortunately, right now, they're not getting pushed, but we'll have to wait and see next circle. If it shifts away from Hacienda, I hope that Zenix and Prodigy instantly try to go up to the compound to the east.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams in Hacienda right now, and while you're talking about that, I was watching a rotation from Sneep. They also decided to split with Nixie going all the way around the side of the circle. They want to make sure they are just dominating at least one side, and they're going to be clearing everything forward from that point. Lost in the meantime. They're having some decent position themselves. Obviously, it's gonna be really good if the circle decides to shift towards them. But they don't have a lot of, especially two guys that are in the compound right now, they don't have a lot of angles. I mean, they can see couple of compounds, and what is going on, Toby, today? Everybody's almost driving everybody around, driving over.
Jitters. People are too excited. They're too excited for this. And the circle actually did go far towards the east, so as expected, Xenix and Prochi full speed over towards the compound. They now have one of very few compounds inside the circle, so it makes sense they want to get control of that. But look, Sense, at how many teams there are to the west that have to make their way in.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Team Cryptova right now. I mean, that split, that kind of greedy split last circle paid off. You know, they are now on the same location, all four of them, middle of the circle, looking really good for them. And now they're going to be able to start outputting some damage because literally everybody's going to have to, at some point, go towards them. And it's going to buy them time. Oh my God. In the meantime, Team Snip is doing a lot of pressure, a lot of damage. I think Team Gravity is in a lot of trouble right now.
Okay, nice return. A little bit of damage coming in the back. Sensen does fall down, so they're getting help from 404. Everyone trying to beat the team in the top, working together. It's third place and fourth place, trying to get first place taken down. And right now, it's well, I mean, it's not worked just yet, but at least one player down from Sneak.
Yeah, it's I mean, what to say? In the meantime, there is a fight in Hacienda. Obviously, they were in the middle of the circle. Now the circle shifted all the way to the east side, and it's a lot of fights going on here at the moment. We're watching it Incentive trying to find a way out. Oh, this was a Team Nope that's denied, I think.
Yep. It's the entire west side of the circle that are right now forcing fights, because we saw many teams were out on this side of the circle just before, and they now all, with the circle closing in, are forced to take these up close fights together. So Intensive trying to fight their way forward. In the meantime, Nope trying to get away, but not gonna happen. They fall down in 12th. Yep, not gonna be easy. Cine does go on fire, so again, as you said, buying himself a little bit of time, but I'm not sure what he's buying himself time for. Maybe, if he's lucky enough, he can get into placement points. We do lose Enterprise, so 10 teams left alive. There is a chance that he will still make top 8. Let's get the gas can out. Maybe you can have a little bit of an element of surprise when they come in. They'll be caught by the flames. Maybe he'll get caught by the flames himself. We're about to see. Yep. They want to clear the building so they can push further forward. They know, not approximately, but they know exactly where the opponent is sitting. So should be able to make a play forward here.
Let's see what is going on. Scene is waiting patiently. And, I mean, Onyx is on fire. How many? Oh! It was a good play, though.
Now you have to make an aggressive play. Now is your time to make a play. And actually, Marv from 404 is going to be able to get the kill on him. Wow, okay, so Gravity, not only does he survive here, but actually also gets into placement points. So technically 2 points for 1 kill. Good job on staying alive. He still has 1 molly left as well. He must have been picking up mollies all game long because he was throwing them quite often.
Yeah, his play for this match was mollies and gas cans, but it paid off, definitely. However, he's going to have to move for the next circle, and it's going to be pretty tough for him. Oh, in the meantime, we are watching Incentive. His teammates, one of the teammates got knocked here, but Kutz is trying to, I don't think they're going to be able to help him. He's definitely flushed. They're going to have to sit in the car and try to find a new spot in the circle. Not a lot of area is playable here for them, Toby.
No, it's tough. It's a really rough area to play. I mean, as long as Intensive are maintaining full control of the center compound, you cannot really play the fields anywhere. You can see they're trying to full speed push forward. There we go, but it's not going to happen at all. Lost, eliminated. Now 10 kills. 10 kills for SXT. Very impressive. Make that 11, actually. It's Ecstasy really racking up points, and they're all getting the kills. You can see on the bottom left side, sharing them between them.
Yeah, definitely. We were saying that we want to see teams from the bottom of the leaderboard doing amazing plays, and it seems like it's an amazing game for them, and they're going to be able to get the rests off, so it's still looking very strong for them. Of course, I have to say Cryptova seems like a favorite right now, solely because of the location where they are at the moment. It's like middle of the circle. Sexy doesn't have a lot to play. They're going to have to heal up and try to find some new place for them. Maybe this place where Kutz got
they
killed
can
right
still
now.
I mean, Sexy can still rep north around. Now they get one more kill. I mean, they have as many kills in this game as they have in the whole tournament so far.
Yeah. They warmed up,
pretty insane.
Toby.
Nice
they
comeback.
warmed up. Yeah.
Yep, they've warmed up. Now they're ready to play. I like it. They can still rep north around as long as Eagle or Angry Eagles doesn't start shooting at them, but you can see their position here. They have to start shooting at them. Like, they have to look not in this direction, but look to your right instead. There you go. Look at those guys. They're coming your way. You need to kill them, because if the circle goes over there, which it doesn't, then you have to be ready for it. But okay, never mind. Eagles, they just get gifted a hard shift to the east, and now they can just sit and wait.
Yeah, I mean, is it gonna be back-to-back for Eagles? That would be
be.
very interesting to see after the last match. Really nice find by Mara there, and we lost Team Gravity on the 5th position, and we are now having it seems like a winner chicken dinner format. 4 teams, everybody alive. Only one team has 3 players.
Yep, now I should say that one does get knocked. Project does fall down and get flushed as well, actually. Sexy again, continuing to rack up points this game. Very impressive play from them. And they're the ones, like one of 2 teams who have to make a move. So very nice that you get yourself a knock and a flush before you have to crash the compound.
We are going to see what's going to happen here. Sexy is trying to go... So, you know, they're just going like a train, W and don't look back. But, I mean, they're against Team Cryptova, which are also rather good players. So, it's not going to be that easy to push through. And, I mean, they have to go towards them.
Yeah.
There's not part of the circle, which is on this hangar. So, they're going to have to make a play there, use utilities, and try to push towards the villa, I guess.
Exactly. Use the utility probably. We'll see what's going to happen. Now, Molly is thrown to the vehicle. They force Rushi back. We still have an MK inside there. 11 smokes for Xenix as well. Maybe give some to your teammate, because he doesn't have any left. But just exactly gets inside. Nice second spot though by Bibin. Manages to find number 2. There's a Molly there as well, so he's gonna go down. Yep.
Yeah, the tough position for Team Sexy right now. I don't know how are they gonna be able to push anything further than this. How Cryptova has a lot of great angles here, and it's just a matter of time before they receive a lot of damage on them. But you never know, because as I said, they already have so many kills, and this frag was actually rather close.
Yeah, somehow doesn't take the damage from you. That's very impressive. Nice angle again. We've been continuing to find these small off angles. Very impressive play. One more goes down. Xenix finds the double, and that is going to be Sexy out in 4th place. But very good game from them. Unfortunate that they fall, but good game from them. Now let's see if Cryptova can maybe find a win in this one. 9 kills already, but they do have the Angry Eagles to deal with.
Yeah, in the meantime, Angry Eagles are doing a lot of damage towards Team 404. Frisia is knocked, probably not going to be able to get help. We can see 2 more members of his team prone behind the hay bales. I don't know, what are their options? Everybody's going to look towards them. I mean, they obviously have a bike still, but is it going to be... I mean, it's an open area, open field. The second they need to rotate, it's going to be I would say GG for them as well.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for them. Circle once again. Hard shifting over to the Eagles. They are getting spam gifted with circles here. Very fortunate for them to have it go their way. In the meantime, you can see Piro's trying to find at least some sort of damage, but as he gets up on his feet again, his tires get popped, and they need something like 50 smokes in order to get inside the circle.
Yeah, 50 smokes and a lot of luck. Oh my god! Hello?
Oh, the ones have...
14.
That is a good headshot, and that is crucial, actually, because now that's a helmet remove. So, one more bullet to the face, and that's going to be knocks coming in. So maybe, I mean, despite the fact that Angry Eagles are in a better position, they might not be in the best position.
Yeah, definitely. One of the teammates from Cryptova, they decided to push Xenix, did a really nice follow-up on that knock, and he sat in the car, got closer in the zone, threw out a couple of smokes. Obviously, Bibin here stayed as an anchor. He has overview of literally everybody right now. He doesn't even want to shoot on the guy that's running. He's just waiting for all the easy shots. Gonna finish off one of the 404 guys, and it's just one more 404 guy staying there behind was that a tractor or something?
Yeah,
it's probably
you'd
gonna
have to think. You'd have to think that 404 is dead at this point, but it's really up to Xenix right now. He's kind of on his own. He does have Rushi nearby and need him to help out. They do get 2 kills confirmed, so 12 kills now. Looking for more. He knows that there was a player down on this side somewhere. He doesn't have a vest on, so he has to be very, very careful when he makes these peeks, but he hasn't spotted him exactly on the other side, and that's one team elimination. Now he does get eyes on, but Xenix falls down.
Yeah, he does, but that was a lot of suppressed fire coming from Bibin, but now Bibin, he has to go into rotation, so Cryptova players are on their own right now, and it's being punished as we speak, because Bibin decided to go the other way, and he's gonna stay alone versus 3 guys from Eagles. And Toby, is this going to be a back-to-back chicken dinner for Eagles?
Unless if Bibin makes an absolute absurd hero play, then yes, it could very much be a back-to-back from 13th place, now down to pretty much no HP. Smyrny trying to wrap left around. I like this play. See if we can get an off angle behind the smoke. Patrick, in the meantime, trying to see if he can find him on the right side. So they're doing all they can to isolate his angles and making sure that he can't get a wraparound. Does spot one, though. Smyrny, watch out. You're on your own here if you get knocked. I mean, there's still plenty of smokes. He has 3 on himself, and there's still like 2 corpses next to him that he could potentially loot for more smokes. So if Smyrny gets knocked here, that's a 1v2, and he has level 3 gear. I mean, MK14 as well. We've already seen him land a ton of headshots, so gotta watch out a little.
Yeah, he's definitely holding strong here. I mean, he is alone, but his gear is untouched. Exactly. He has the gear, he has the circle, and 2 of the Eagle players are going to have to make a move. 1 is already in the circle. However, if they get a little bit brave, I would say maybe if they have a working car. I'm not sure if they have a working car up there.
There's a car.
Okay. Yeah, there's a car. Oh, yeah.
Now it's not working anymore.
Good decision from Bibin, definitely.
Are they gonna back down to Smyrny's position? I assume they will, but this is what we were just talking about. Bibin doesn't give it away for free. Finds the knock on Smyrny. You saw that 27 bullets only left for Chrissy. Does he manage to pick up some there? Maybe he does. One more bullet to the chest. Pretty much one more bullet anywhere. Should be a knock onto Chris now as well. 1 more smoke left after that. 1 smokes bloom. Just over 15 seconds. Oh, 1 tag. That would be the knock. He finds him as well. That is 2 kills, and all of a sudden, a 1v3 is now a 1v1.
Wow, it's looking really good for Bibin right now, especially because he has a MK14, and one of the Eagle players is in the middle of nowhere.
No tags, goes for the first hit instead. That's going to allow for Patrick to make a run for it. He knows that he had 2 tags on him. Does he get down to safety behind the hill? I think he does. They're both inside the circle. He spots him. He spots him crossing the road. He gets him tag once. 1 tag, just 1 more to follow. Should take him down, and he wins it. 1 versus 3 for Bibin. What a hero play.
Wait, what did just happen, Toby? 15 kills from Crypto, 1v3, the position which was like, 1 tractor, couple of smokes to work with. I mean, to be honest, he has like the most dominant gun in the game, MK14, and gear level 3, so his peaks are a little bit more brave. But I mean, 1v3, 1v3 for the chicken, it's never
impressive. Easy. Very impressive. I mean, he played it on his own for quite a while. He knew he had to make the wraparound in the end. His 2 teammates came up close, couldn't do a whole lot. But then he said, you know what, guys? Don't worry. I got this. He wins the game. Solid. Very impressive.
Alrighty. We're gonna go back to the ladies, and let's see what they have prepared for us, because obviously they're probably going to have something awesome to say about this match. See you in a bit.
That's right. What a game. What game was that? Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I didn't even know what to say. You've probably seen game number 2. How?
Cryptova won that one with 15 kills.
Bibin was on fire. I was for sure like, okay, this is chicken number 2 on Miramar.
For the Angry Eagles?
For the Angry Eagles, but
Stolen away. That was
stolen
pretty
away.
big.
Yeah, there was also a lot of hope for teams like Sextasy. They really survived till top 4. I think even top 3. They had some kills. They had eliminated team lost somewhere mid game. And I was like, wow, there is something happening. There's some hope. And then bam, okay, Angry Eagles are here again. But Kryptova, Bibin was all alone, got those kills. I couldn't believe it. Everybody here was in the studio was like going crazy because we just couldn't believe it. I mean, kudos to Bibin and to Kryptova, and I believe they're still on number 2. And it also seems like Snip Team and Kryptova are kind of stay, solidly on those first 2 spots with all of their points.
They're grabbing towards the finals, so...
Yeah, for sure. And of course, there's also relegations, right?
Yes.
There's spots 3 to 7 will go to relegations, so there's still hope for everybody. But I kind of want to show you our little requisites here. And as you can see, it says Pay Safeguard. And Pay Safeguard, thank you, Pay Safeguard, for actually providing us with the MVP awards this season. As you guys already know, yesterday we had also player MVPs, but we also have MVP awards for the viewers. So yesterday's MVP was Nixie, and he got his €100 reward. But also each day of the tournament, also the viewers can win a €50 voucher from PaySafeCard, a PaySafeCard €50 voucher. And I think that's freaking amazing.
Yeah, the way it works, you just have to get the PaySafeCard prepaid code near you, for example, in your grocery store, petrol station, and then you use it like a voucher to pay stuff online. Very safe, easy, direct 16-digit code without using your bank or credit card.
And that's super convenient because you can also have a free account. You can create a free account, have your sign up, username and your password. You can store all of your codes there. You can also have full cost control, and you can also use your account, just your username and your password on every platform that allows paying with PaySafeCard. But of course, if you want to participate in Pick'em, which is provided by PaySafeCard, you can go to www.samsungodysseymasters.com, find a Pick'em over there, get your picks in, and well, good luck. You have a chance to win today's voucher. But with that, here's, of course, a word from our sponsors, a short break, and then game number 3, which is also Miramar, back with Toby and Sanson. See you guys.
See you.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had an amazing time watching these last two matches. I mean, Toby, what do you got to say for us?
It was a pretty fun way this game turned out. When I saw the first circle and it was right in the middle, I was like, well, this is gonna be pretty straightforward. I mean, what's there to be surprised about? But then we have, I think, 4 hard shifts to the east in a row, because if you see circle 1, it's so far east, and where the game ended was only like 200 meters away from that. So all the circles just kept flying towards the east. So everyone on the west side had to just fight their way over to the edge. And then when the team that sat there in the end, Angry Eagles, they go, finally, 3v1, let's just win this game. Then Bibbin said no. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, they got definitely denied. I mean, they had the position. They were keeping they were getting luck with the circle for a couple of circles in a row. You said it was hard shift towards the east, but they didn't manage to capitalize on that win, and it was unfortunate for them. I mean, still second position, good enough, I guess. But chicken. It would be back-to-back chicken either way.
It would have been, and I think this was a pretty good example of. Because Cryptova plays more like Snip for the most part. Like, they want to take fights, they want to be aggressive and stuff. And last game that Eagles won, I was kind of saying that they only really won it because Gravity was being passive and allowing them to do what they wanted to do. Here, even though Bibbin is a solo player, he was not being passive. He was peeking and shooting and doing everything he could. So he was punishing them for not taking control earlier. Because they are 3. Just run as 3, go out, kill the guy. Instead of letting him do what he wants to and you having to respond to that, force him to respond to what you want to do. They didn't do that, and that's a win for Bibbin.
Yeah, let's check the leaderboards now, because I think that was a lot of points for Team Cryptova.
Oh, yeah. They are just, what was it? Snip was like 50 points ahead earlier. All of a sudden, Cryptova only 20 points. See, only. It's still quite a few points, but managing to catch up quite a bit to Snip up on the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, definitely. Snip holding the position with impressive 103 points. Cryptova on the second position, 83, 20 points apart. I mean, there's still 3 games to go. On third position, Team Gravity, 64 points. No chicken dinners for them. 41 kills though. They like to play. They like to get those kills, but they need a little bit more luck with I guess positioning, and maybe we're gonna see that in the next game. And let's just take a quick look at the kills leaderboards. Nixie still on the first position, 25 kills.
Yeah, very impressive that Sneep has been able to frag so hard, because, I mean, considering the fact that the last 2 games, it wasn't their best games. It was still pretty decent, don't get me wrong, but the fact that they can be kind of idle for 2 games and still sit so far ahead of everyone else, that just goes to show how insanely impressive a day they had yesterday. But another team that was also really good in this last game, Sextasy. I mean, even though they don't win the game, I actually think they got 4th place this game. They still jump up 8 spots and make their way into the top 8 now as well.
Wow, yeah, they are another team that managed to get from the lower part of the leaderboard to the 7th place. That's kind of impressive. They had to, I think it was like 14 kills or something like that in the last match. They, of course, didn't manage to finish off in the top position because they were fighting all the way on the west side, and the circle was running away from them. So, but maybe last Miramar of the evening, maybe they're going to be able to do something even more in this match.
I don't know exactly. I mean, I do know what they did different. They got kills, but it's insane to me that a team like Sextasy can yesterday have 12 kills in... No, wait. Yesterday and the first game today. So 6 games. They have 12 kills in total. And then the last game, they have 13 alone. It's like, that's insane to me. So hopefully the first 6 games were warm-up games for them. And now they're like, yep, okay, now we're feeling it. Now we're ready to go frag out. Because I want to see more of that. Especially in a lobby where, as we've seen now with Gravity, as we've seen with Angry Eagles, when I'm not saying these teams are bad teams by any means. I'm just saying they're more passive. And if you're an aggressive team and you're good at fragging, you can really punish that. And I think that's kind of what Sextasy did this game. They knew that they had to be on the edge. They knew that they had to take fights. They did it, and they had success.
Yeah, they capitalized on it, definitely. And
wait, what's happening in Impala?
Oh, there is a...
Come on, Impala.
I don't know. It seems like people are trying to... Oh, look at the circle. In the
Circle
meantime,
and a hot drop. This is a good start. Interesting circle and a hot drop. And it's the bottom. It's Rat Theater
yes,
against
replay.
against Replay. So it's 12th place and 14th place. Is this
Yeah.
a battle to climb the leaderboard again, or is this a battle for bottom of the leaderboard? We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see definitely. I mean, even if the teams are on the bottom of the leaderboards, there is still a chance for them to play again because in the last phase of qualifications, there's going to be fourth phase after Group A, B, and C, where teams from third place to seventh place are going to have one more chance to get into the finals. So, of course, I think everybody still has a chance, to progress further in the competition. And all those frags are super important. And maybe they actually even drop there on purpose. Maybe they're seeing like, guys, we're lacking points. Let's be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, that's an option, no doubt about it. And for both the teams, I mean, neither of the two teams have really managed to find that many kills so far. So maybe, for example, Red are saying, we're better at fragging than what our points are telling us right now. We can take these guys out. Or maybe it's the other way around, that it's the other one, or maybe it's just unfortunate and they just wanted to have a fun fight. There's all the options are available. But one thing is for sure, they're close to the circle, and it's actually kind of unfortunate, Sanson, I think, because now finally they get a circle that is close, and they can't really rotate into it immediately because they have to worry about there's a team with them in the city.
Yeah, we can see Thomas is loading a shotgun. He knows what works well in the city, obviously. I wouldn't want to get close to his house. In the meantime, Red, the small loser is trying to find some of the players from the replay. However, I'm not sure if they are getting close to each other, though. It seems like they're just finding a little bit more time to loot some things, and they're buying times, maybe trying to get some info before they get into the fight. And the circle, what's there to say about the circle? I mean, 40% of the circle is in the water. Obviously, it's probably going to shift away from it, but there's going to be a lot of teams who have to rotate relatively far. And even though, despite that, I think fight between Replay and Red is going to be the first one that's going to pop off.
Yeah, you'd have to think so. Unless if one of the teams really fast backs out, but you can kind of see already now they're making the push forward. I think at least Replay, I mean, it seems like they want to take the fight. I think the way that Rat are playing I guess Rat right now, I mean, as I say that, they are actually pushing on this side. Shots fired, and the shotgun wins. And oh, nice. Getting themselves two pretty much in an instant. So finds the first with the shotgun. Thomas finds number two with the K98. Good start for them, and Replay down to just two players.
Yeah, obviously, Vetse is still bleeding out, but I don't think he's going to be able to get some help because you can see how fast Red is responding and pushing towards that knock. They do not know the exact position of one of the Replay guys, but Shecky is getting spammed at from some angles, so it's kind of not looking well for them, especially because of this nade, which is just cooking, and he's low HP, so he might get knocked. He didn't, however. A little bit of luck for him, and Red is just looking to close on the fight.
Yep, Small trying to wrap around now. They do get the flush on the last. So two players left alive here for RPL. Replay, you really... I mean, you are on the side now that you could maybe back out, but as you can see here, there's simply opponents too close. I think they're fully committed to this fight.
Yeah, definitely. Shaky has one guy on the roof. He did get a knock and a finish.
Nope, only the knock, no flush coming through. So 4v1 now. Nice save there.
Yeah, definitely. His teammate was waiting up there on the roof as Shaky pushed further to get that knock. He just kind of got deleted in the process. So we're now looking at the Red with 3 kills. Really nice for them. And Dimnyachar, aka the Chimney Man, is gonna have to, I don't know, try to do something on his own. And 404 is
somebody heard
joining.
The fire. Somebody heard that there was action going on in here. And the funny thing is, if you look at the map, both Gravity and Sextasy are actually coming down in this direction too. And we also have one more team joining in from the east side. That's actually Cryptova. So 5 teams close to Impala now.
Oh yeah, Red is really open towards 404. A guy has been knocked already as we speak, and Mare is just pushing further to see if he can capitalize on that as well. He's trying to see if there's someone in this brick building. He did hear one guy, I think, on the top floor, or at least got the info from Hulk, which is holding the hill. However, only with a 2x, but I guess for this distance, good enough.
Yeah, it'll work out. It'll work out. It did miss a few taps there before. But we'll see if maybe he can find something more. I mean, 4-4, fully committed to the fight here. I say fully committed. They do still have people on the outside, but they are sending Mar. Have reached down into the city itself, so leaving Pyrrhus and Hulk up on the hillside. If they get knocked down inside the city, they could be in trouble. But let's see. Oh no, Small, you don't want to prone there. That is dangerous. Get up and get away as fast as you can.
Yeah. I'm looking at the map. Team Gravity is rotating relatively close as well. I wonder, are they gonna just, hear these shots as well? Are they gonna maybe join? Try to see if they can get some knocks of their own. In the meantime, 404 still with 4-man standing. That's really good for them, and we want to see them. Actually, want to see them do some really nice match. They had an amazing match yesterday. The other match is not so well. Here's the first knock from Are. Another knock from Are. Nicely done there, and he's just being aggressive at the moment, trying to find that last guy. Ooh,
and the nade from Pyrrhus from far away secures the kill. I think Thomas had like 1 HP left. But able to get 4 kills off of that push. Smart play by them. Now they do have, as you can see here as well, plenty of players that, because they went up here, they now got beat to the circle. I mean, they were actually down where Gravity and Cryptova are now. They were down there, and then they decided to come back up towards Impala. Had they just gone further south instead, they would have been in that position. And is that real?
Yeah,
V1. He's going, you know what? Maybe there's, maybe we were playing the island here, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, one of the teammates from Team Ecstasy, he just decided to do a huge flank. He's flanking the flankers,
There you go. Yep, that's the strategy.
Yeah, that's the strat. Meanwhile, his other teammates are already on the coast. Thanks God, at least, someone holding the mainland, which is most likely going to be our playable area for the next of the match. And I don't know if you've noticed a huge rotation from Eagles on the minimap. They're rotating all the way from the west, like the furthest road possible.
Yeah. They're taking the exact same rotation that they did in the first game, just mirrored,
Yeah, exactly.
Like just the other way around. Before they came Porto Paraíso down to Val del Mar, now they come Val del Mar down to Porto Paraíso.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the way they're playing today, it's working well
It
for them.
works for
They're
them.
getting,
Yeah.
they're getting the zone, and they're playing really smart. So there's, we can't say anything bad about that. Yep.
First place, second place, not gonna be complaining about that.
Yeah, definitely. Here, we can see Cryptova. They're holding a gas station. I mean, they're playing a split. One of their teammates is all the way down on the hangars above Puerto Paraíso. So he's kind of like hoping for maybe the zone to end up there so his teammates can join him. Obviously, they want to try and see if they
did they
catch
flip
the
a car?
rotations. Did they?
They're running. The car is coming back for them. We have to witness this. It's parked there. They ran out of gas, probably. That goes to show how long they had to rotate.
I mean, yeah.
When they run out of gas, they're no.
Toby, no.
That's so far in the blue.
It is not good. Oh my God. I hope they're gonna. I mean, like, okay, they have one more teammate with a car. He's coming over. Toby, he's coming over. Let's hope he doesn't
flip the car. Please flip the car as well. I would laugh so much.
Oh my God. That would be okay.
At least this car has a lot of gas, so they should be alright.
I'm anxious right now. I'm very anxious. Oh, okay.
That is not optimal. Not optimal.
Okay.
It should be alright though. Then it was scare. It was just for entertainment, Just for
definitely. I mean, they obviously know where to go in the next circle, so they have plenty of time to be late, and then trying to find a place for themselves. So, it's fine for if any team today, it's fine for Eagles, right?
True. I mean, to be honest, they started today in 13th place, and now they're sitting inside top 5. So, I think no matter what happens, at least this game, they can be pretty satisfied with how Miramar has gone today.
Yeah, we can see Snip there scoping on the team nope. They're in that position for the team nope there. I mean, they should have known there's gonna be someone on this side of the rock. So some free shots for team there, and they are being surrounded. Team nope as we speak. I mean, nobody's connecting the shot yet.
Yeah. That was a little surprising. I thought they were going to be able to get a knockoff of that, but not going to happen. In the meantime, Impact, similarly to last game, losing players early on, not what you want to see happening, but caught in the open. Kind of similarly to Nope, caught in the open there, but it's actually right now only Impact taking casualties.
Yeah, definitely looking not so great for them right now. But we can see Snip is trying to get some angles on them. But whenever they peek, they get some damage done on them. So even though Team Nope was fighting on two sides, they did a relatively decent job in holding their position.
Yep, it's... we'll see now if Paco and Otto can get anything out of this. I'm not sure if they're going to play the whole thing on foot, or if they just want to go up here, maybe see if they can get a kill or two on Snip, and then go down and take the vehicles again. Because if this circle goes to the east, they have pretty far to run.
Yeah, they are trying to... Team Impact is trying to find some knocks and kills for them. I mean, they heard some shots from Cini earlier on, so they know there's a player, but...
Yeah, I was wondering if they hear him. They will now when he starts the car.
Yeah, definitely.
At least they should hear it. Yep, now they're turning around, but I think it's too late. They're already on the other side of the hill. So Cini will be able to fortunately get away. I don't want to flip the car though. Nah, he should be alright. He's not from Angry Eagles. It's okay.
It was calculated, so
all calculated.
Let's see where the next zone shifts.
And look down south. Look here. Look at the Angry Eagles. How much space they have now.
Yeah.
They knew that it's very similar to that first game, right? They know that everyone else is gonna be fighting, and look at how, like, if we make a line through the middle on Paulo Paraíso, there's like 3 teams on the south side, make that 4 teams on the south side, and the remaining 10 teams are all on the north half of the circle.
Exactly. They're going to have a lot of space to maneuver once they get a little bit deeper in the zone, and obviously we're going to see in a couple of seconds where the zone closes. In the meantime, we're watching 4-4 error. Biras is trying to catch some rotations, and some shots have been fired, but he didn't get anyone yet. However, he did hear... I think he heard some of the players here from Team Gravity.
Circle pops, we head down towards the south, and again, similar to last game, where it was west to east, now it's north to south. So many teams will have to try and make their way down here, and like the whole area on the north side of the road is just very open. You can see here, everyone forced to take fights now in the open. Biros does manage to get a knock on one, get the flush as well, has to back off though, because the Gravity players are trying to get revenge.
Yeah, definitely. I think Biras was happy with this kill, and they're just moving back, and probably they're gonna just take it slow from there, try to see what the area is gonna be playable for them. And I mean, just if we look at the circle right now, there's gonna be a lot of people rotating from the north, and they are one of those teams, so they have to push their way through. I mean, Gravity is holding them at the moment. There is a team Cryptovad, which is also on that part of the circle. I mean, Snip is up there. They do have one guy knocked at the moment, but I think he's going to be able to get the rest off. And there's going to be a lot of action on the north side of the circle. You were right.
Yep, Snip trying to... they want to get their teammate back up alive. I just... not quite sure if it's going to be that easy. They are committing to the rest as I speak, so it's probably going to happen. Actually, yep, nope, they opted to wrap further around the west, so... they will have the space to maneuver, and Cryptovad trying to prevent teams from coming in, and that is not where you want to crash the vehicle. Does seem like he gets away anyway, though. That was a little lucky.
Oh my god, that was a lot of luck, to be honest, because I mean, guys from Cryptovad, they know how to shoot, right? And the car just crashing like 40 meters in front, it was just pure luck. They managed to live that crash, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is for them. I mean, they're going to count their blessings a little bit later on. And we can see here, Jakubo, he's creeping up on Bibin. He did hear Bibin shooting. I'm not sure, does Bibin know about him, though?
I would not think so. If he knew there was a guy right below him, he would not be sitting with his SKS in his hands, that's for sure. SLK, in the meantime, finds Tessie. So the battle happens again. And once more, we see Sextasy able to find kills.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for them. However, they're going to have to find their way into the save. So despite these kills and not they're still gonna have a lot of trouble ahead. And here we go. Here's Jakubo getting Russia, who wasn't actually aware of that. You were right.
Yeah.
Bibi now doesn't really know what to do. He has to change his plans once his teammate got knocked. He doesn't know whether there's one guy below him, whether there's like maybe another one sneaking up. So he has to rework his strategy and see what he can play next. While Jakubo is actually trying to find one more knock.
Yeah, wants to find a kill, but he's all alone right now. His teammates are fighting in the blue against Gravity, so he would probably want to be able to help his teammates, but right now he's isolated. Now he's 1v3 against all of Cryptova. I think it's going to be very difficult for him to get out of here alive.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard, especially because he's against the gun from the drop, Groza, which is quite scary on this range.
Yep, it's going to be him going down. The barrel is going to get rid of him. Prochi able to find the knock and the flush. In the meantime, his remaining two teammates, SLK, trying to get away from there in the vehicle. Smart play to try and wrap all the way around them.
Yeah, and Team Gravity has to push on foot. Unfortunately, one guy has been found. Bibin found some a really nice shot on him, and Team Gravity staying on one player, which is still in the Toxic. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able, is he even gonna try to move or just gonna deny the kill. Really nice shots from Senix there. 1 HP from one of the teammates from one of the players from Sextasy.
Yep, and it's the last player alive. No way, there are two alive, actually. Two alive still on the team. Nope, in the meantime, not two alive. Down they go, eliminated in 14th place. And Renegades trying to look over the top here. They only have one kill so far, and they know that there's going to be many more players coming towards them. But I like that they don't over-aggress. They know where they have the circle, and they just chill and wait for teams to come towards them. And now they can start finding the kills in this as they come closer.
Oh, Bibin, that was a really tough position for you to heal there, and that got punished. We are losing this player who is leaving this tier to level 3 gear in the Toxic as we speak, because Senix is also gone. Cryptova is eliminated on 13th position. It looked really good for them. And is it possible that Johnny from Team Gravity is actually going to make it after all?
Could be. He's slowly running forward. I don't think 404 knows that he's there. So maybe he can sneak his way into the circle. Beerus will get healed on up as well. Still has 3 first aid, so he should be alright. And now finally, Angry Eagles are going to start shooting as well, finding 2 kills fast on Pick Me Up. And that should give them some more space to push forward.
Oh yeah, but look at this domination of the circle now on the north side. Suddenly, only one team left on the north side. How?
Yeah, not so much space anymore for people because they have been eliminated already. Johnny's still slowly making his way inside the circle, but he's running straight into opponents, so it's pretty dangerous direction he's headed in.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think 404 Air actually knows about him. I know the other team, Cryptova, knew about him. They were fighting against each other, but this way, I mean, he took his time, probably used all his meds. You know, he's still buying his time. He has 2 crates next to him, so he can grab all those first aids and still just buy a little bit of more time for himself to get into the safe and maybe surprise 404 behind their back. And as we can see, 404 is quite busy.
Now, let's see. Hunted does manage to find one from 404, so now they're only 2 on their feet. Fortunately, SLK, a little bit of help coming in there as he takes down Quincy. Heroes peeks over, does spot one, but oh, Fat able to get him.
Yeah. I was almost certain B-Ross is gonna get this knock, but all his bullets ended up in the ground in front of him. That was quite unlucky. RNG here managed to get 2 knocks, and now Mayor Mare is gonna have to help the teammates. That's opening up a lot of space for Johnny to actually get into the zone. But we can see Nixie from the north side. He wants to get involved.
Yeah, trying to see if he can find some kills down here. It was too boring up on the hilltop where he had all the space in the world, so he wants to get closer to his opponents. In the meantime, 404, I mean, they're in trouble. They have 2 knocked players, and Mauer is the only one on his feet now, so plenty of kills for people to accumulate should you be able to find the flushes here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Nixie is definitely one of the better players, one of the best players in this lobby. He's known also for paying attention to the kill feed. He knows how many knocks there are. but he's probably not aware of Johnny that is just creeping in on his left side. He can see the last guy from team 404, and I think that's gonna be a kill for him. 404 eliminated on the 10th place, and Nixie did his job. He's going back to his teammates on the north side, while Johnny is still alive.
One team away from placement points, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get it, because now that Nixie pushed down and got a flush, I don't think he's expecting there to be more players down in this area either. And there you go. 7 teams are remaining. 2 teams eliminated pretty much at the exact same time. Snip already 10 kills this game. Just when we thought Crypto was gonna get close towards them, they say nope, we'll get ahead again.
Yeah, just denied. I mean, that's 10 points for them for the kills and a couple of points for the placements already. And they have a really nice area to play, to work with. And a couple of more teams are across of the road. I just have a feeling these 2 teams, Eagles and what is the other team? The purple team, they're going to have to cross the road at some point, and it's incentive. Thank you. And it's going to be quite hard. I mean, obviously they probably have utility, but
look at the positioning here. This is what I talked about earlier, right? About taking control. Look at how much space Snip has right now, and how RNG are playing on the ridgeline now. That does come to cost them. Okay, maybe I talked a little too soon. Renegades, Fat, again, able to get a kill, catches Nixie off guard, so he'll get 1. But the fact that they're all playing like way down on the edge of the circle, and Snip is just being allowed to spread out and take so much control, that is very surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, to be honest, I think they're just playing really, I mean, even casually at this point. Because, I mean, even if, like, losing 1 player at this point of the match after accumulating so many points already and having so many points on the leaderboard, it's just okay, you know, I tried, I went, you know. That was a very, very aggressive split. I mean, they were just on the opposite sides.
But again, I mean, and sometimes that's going to cost you. But if you take a look at the leaderboard so far, I mean, it hasn't cost them yet, right? They're so far ahead, and yes, maybe sometimes you lose a player because of it, but if it works like 5 out of 7 times, why not do it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if Fed is not being able to find helmets in the crates, or whether he wants to play with that cowboy hat, but it looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with the cowboy hat every now and again.
We can see Sakura Zenson going back to his teammates a little bit. I think they decided to kind of just, you know, get a little bit closer to each other if they want to close on this game really good. And we see their 3 teammates from Eagle.
Ooh.
They are they're getting close, but something else is happening as well at the same time.
Yep, Sextasy pushed over towards the east side, and they managed to take out the entirety of Renegades, but there's still 1 guy behind them.
Oh my God! Please tell me Johnny is still alive. Johnny, be good. Johnny, be good. Let this be good, Nate. Oh my God, this would be a 700 IQ play if he actually got this kill after surviving all of that. He's kind of like, you know, I'm cheering for him now. He's an underdog. Like, he needs to make it, Toby. Come on.
He's been chilling on his own for a long time, and there is though a replay player. Oh, now he does start shooting. Does find 1, but look at this. The blue is coming in. He gets spotted out. Spots number 2. Does he connect?
Come on, Johnny.
Keep on shooting. Get the final kill. No, not gonna happen. And down he goes.
It was really close, though. If it was any other zone, he would probably make it, because, you know, he would have received that much damage. But now Replay heard Dimyachar, aka Chimney Man. He heard all of that, and he's all alone. He's going to try to make that play 1v2. I mean, he saw the knock. I'm not sure, did he count how many players are left alive with activity? Does he know whether
the timing?
Yeah, well, the timing was really bad.
Wanted to prone down right as he came running over the hilltop. That is really not the timing to do it there. Everyone else in the meantime is still fighting, and once again, I mean, they might not win the game, but the angry Eagles, the aggressive Eagles now pushing forward. They will go down though. Snip, of course, there to win the game. So it's a 3v2 now, v1. And Incentive with the chance to make a good play here. They have a good chance on this one.
Yeah, I mean, they have 3 players alive. They have a nice area to work with. Obviously, they're up against Snip. Never nice to be against them. But I mean, they can make some really nice plays. Only 3 kills for them so far. So maybe they're not as warmed up as Snip is. But if they get a knock, I mean, if they get 1 knock, that's relatively easy to close up on, because I mean, obviously Team Snip is not going to be able to get a revive off. But if Sextasy decides to push towards Incentive, I mean, Incentive might get sandwiched here, so they're going to have to fight on two sides, which is, I mean, never good.
I mean, Sextasy has been playing with only 2 alive for quite a while now, so the fact that they're still up with 2 and have 7 kills combined is pretty impressive. Incentive now, as you said, don't want to sit in between 2 teams, so they're starting to run. I mean, everyone is running in a circle the same direction, so it's a merry-go-round, and then everyone will continue to run in circle until the game is over, perhaps.
Yeah, just that they did like the good thing is they decided all to run in the same direction, so it's like either clockwise or counterclockwise, but just to see who's gonna die first from the zone. Now we're kidding a little bit. I think the guys just found their positions, and Incentive is outside the circle, but they did see Cini running into the zone, and I mean he has this little open area which he has to go through. He did smoke, but if the shot connect,
oh. Lands a headshot, but it's not going to be enough to find the knock, unfortunately. No one really is inside the circle yet. Sextasy are trying to wrap in from one side, and I like this play from Incentive, actually, that they wrap up on the left side. They forced the Snip team to go further north, and now they can wrap further down the valley and allow these 2 teams to fight. So they're essentially kind of pushing them towards each other, and then they can take control while they fight. It's pretty smart play. Whether it's on purpose or not, it's a pretty smart play by them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if Incentive keeps on pressure on Cini, I mean, Snip has no other options but to play, I mean, one guy versus Sextasy, one guy versus Incentive, and it's going to be just, I mean, they are amazing fraggers, but it's always a hard thing to close up when you are outnumbered. We can see Zenson here trying to work with a little bit of what he has, like a little ridge there, and I mean, it's just a matter of time before they get pressured a lot, and we can see here Incentive doing a really nice knock and probably finish on Cini. So Snip now in a lot of trouble, staying on 1 player alive, and I mean, kind of sandwich because Sextasy also approached a little bit closer, and he doesn't have a lot to work with at the moment.
No, exactly. Sakura wants to sit back and just wait this one out, but with the new circle popping, knows that he has to move at some point, so why not try and make a wrap now and hope that maybe you can get in behind your opponent. Unfortunately, I think Icarito might have heard something. He's looking in this direction, so clearly there's some sort of spider sense tinkling that maybe they still have an opponent behind them.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any throwables at the moment, so
he heard him.
He heard him probably. It would be so much easier if he had a molly there or something, but I mean, let's see what happens here.
Let's just spot him. Can't see him because of the tall grass. Now he does see him through the grass. Impressive. I didn't even see him on the screen there. Good spot by Sensen. Able to get the knock and the flush with it.
Yeah, he probably saw like a tip of the backpack or another weapon or something like that. It's a little bit. They have more crispy picture than us when you're in game. So sometimes we miss that and the players see it. But in the meantime, Incentive is getting a little bit closer. Zensen is maybe even gonna decide to deny that kill or not. Sextasy is getting this last kill and he's on 1 HP. He has to heal and he doesn't even have the time.
No need for any extra damage. The nade will do the work for you. Good game, and since if they played it slow, I mean, they were on the south side of the road. They were one of the 3 teams that were south, while the other 11 were north. So clearly, they won't get so many kills, but they played it slow. They took control in the late game. Exactly what I wanted the other teams to do in the earlier 2 games. They knew they had the numbers. They took control, and they got the win. Good game from them.
Very good game for them, and we're gonna see how did that impact the leaderboards after we go check what's up with the ladies in the studio.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the studio. Wow. Again, another, well, kind of unexpected game, I would say, because Incentive took this game, 3rd game on Miramar. Nice chicken dinner. Also, we saw Sextasy yet again, back with the top 5, this time top 4, actually top 2, correction, as well as Eagles, again, playing safe, getting some kills. Snip, getting all the kills. And I feel like even today we're going to see an MVP from Snip team. What do you think?
Sounds like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think about the last game? Marinche?
Well, we see an interesting fight in Impala. It was 3 teams fighting around to get into the circle, and we've seen some interesting rotations from the Angry Eagles.
Yeah, and again, edge zone ended up in a very weird place. But yeah, the next games are going to be 2 Erangel games. But before we go there, I think
we want to ask you to join our Samsung Odyssey Masters live stream on our Good Game Global YouTube channel, Twitch or Trovo, to win amazing giveaways, PUBG skins, and PaySave card vouchers.
yeah, so you better keep a good eye on the stream because every now and then there are some codes coming up. So make sure you got that sharp vision on the stream. Get a nice code, get some in-game merch maybe.
I did check out our official tournament page where you can enter the pick'em.
Or you can just wait for the 2 of us to show up in the transitions between the games, and maybe we will ask the Samsung Odyssey giveaway question. And if you're knowledgeable enough and fast enough to answer correctly in the chat, you may get some prizes like vouchers.
So after a short break, back to Sansan and Toby.
Never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like first rush when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, get some pillows in the Chevy. Slide a dolly, low and heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with the steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Love, give me love to find. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me is a part of me, my biology. Yeah, it won't be over till the fat lady sings. I owe you a trip, cause me and you, we got a thing. My sunshine state, hair curly like a string. Just a big ol' ooh, smile, that's about all you gotta bring. So enjoy the ride, got some pillows in the Chevy. Slide a dolly, low and heavy.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, great match on the last match of the Miramar for tonight. We are looking forward to 2 Erangels. But before that, let's take a quick look on our leaderboard.
How are we sitting? just when we thought that they were catching up to Sneep. Sneep just goes nope and jumps way ahead again. They are so far ahead right now.
Oh my god, they have twice more kills, 121 points. Kryptova is staying, I mean, on a strong second position with 87 points there. But I mean, Team Gravity got a little bit closer. Still, we're waiting for some really nice chicken dinner from them. But impressive 67 points considering they do not have. They have a constant placement, but they're not being able to close on the games.
Yeah, it's tough for them. They need to take more control. Honestly, I think that's part of the reason why they're not finding those chicken dinners. In the meantime, in Sensitive, of course, they managed to get their way a little further up the leaderboard as well with that win. They are now, I mean, if you look at the leaderboard right now, I mean, they're sitting in 8th place at 43, but then you have 45, 47, 48. So just 5 points away, you're inside top 5 all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they at least want to be in the top 7 to be able to participate further in this competition. I mean, this chicken definitely helped them to get closer to that goal. And especially when we see on the lower part of the leaderboard, I mean, Nope on the 9th position, 33 points. I mean, that's relatively close as well. They need one good game and to get up there on the somewhere between like 5th and 7th position. Replay on the 10th position, 28 points, Team Vision 27, etc., etc. Team Impact, on the other hand, not making a lot of impact tonight.
No, they've been struggling, to say the least. I mean, they find their way into circles where they're pretty much doing the exact opposite of what Angry Eagles are doing. Angry Eagles rotate really far around to make sure that they don't have any like conflicts and combat early on. Impact, they seem to drive straight into chaos. I mean, last game they come through Los Leones, they want to make their way inside the circle, and they instantly lose 2 players. That's just really unfortunate. Now, I mean, Nixie was ahead before, but now all 3 of them up there in the top.
Yeah. Let's just quick check our kills leaderboard. Still Nixie on the first position with 27 kills. I mean, top 3 positions for Snip, 21 kills for Zeko, 20 kills from Zensen. Zensen is doing a crazy job today. I mean, most of his kills have been done today.
Yeah, it's rather impressive to say the least. You can see all the damage done here. Actually, I mean, Jensen is what do you say, catching up to Nixie pretty fast, especially with the damage done. I mean, I think Nixie coming into this day was like 700 or 800 damage ahead, and now it's under 300. So very impressive from Jensen that he's been able to catch up by that much.
Yeah, definitely. We're getting ready to get into Erangel, first Erangel of the evening. We have just 2 more matches ahead. Let's see what teams have prepared for us.
Where are we gonna go with this one? I gotta say, Sanson, I'm seeing the plane on the map feed right now. Today, I mean, at least I know the circles have been pretty brutal, but the planes have been very nice.
Yeah,
all day long.
Yeah, exactly. This one again over. I think this was the exact same plane on the first Miramar. Like with the lean like this towards the left a little bit, just straight from the E quadrant to P quadrant. There's I mean, everyone is going to get to their destination for sure, unless someone just decides to loot Jarki, which is, I guess, I mean, also fine. Maybe team that is looting Milta. I think actually Team Kryptova is usually looting Milta, so they might need to get into the cars, or they're gonna just... No, actually, I'm sorry, Team Kryptova are looting military base, and Gravity is going towards Milta.
There. What, 3 teams going down towards Millie Island? That could be interesting. Also, I mean, if the circle goes down here, that's going to make things even more interesting. It looks to me like both incentive and... No, Thomas and the guys. I mean, they did hot drop last game, so would think maybe they would want to do it again, but seems like they're not wanting to hot drop this time around.
Yeah, again, we were saying earlier on, Team Impact, again, fighting early. Not sure is it gonna be how hard it's gonna be or easy for them to get out of this position. I mean, Nodi got a little bit lucky there. Sheki almost got that knock with a Ironside K9, but was a little bit on the side. He's trying to find a knock here.
This is gonna be interesting. Usually we don't have this many teams down on the Millie Island already. When we get these circles, that is going to be really, really fun, having seen that shift go all the way down towards the south. In the meantime, now I should say replay here in Rosok. I don't know why people have started fighting for Rosok so much. It's really not that great a place to loot.
I mean, it's not that great of a place to loot, but I guess it's a cool place to fight. I mean, it's kind of open, you know, like people do it often in just, you know, non-competitive games. But obviously, I mean, they either know that they have to get aggressive, get some kills, try to get into those top 7 for the further options to stay in the competition, but it's not looking well for replay after Sheki's initial damage on one of the guys from Impact. Now he gets knocked, and replay is sneaking up on that building.
So tough to be up against the bolt action when you don't have a vest on. That's just a body shot, and boom, down he goes. Unfortunate. of course, to go down that early, but that's what happens when you decide to hot drop.
Yeah, I mean, we can see also choices of the guns. We are seeing Tommy gun here. And I mean, obviously, it's an okay gun, but definitely not the gun that gets picked if you have something else. So they're taking their time. Oh, now we're having
Hago finds one more. So 2 knocks for Impact here. No kills confirmed yet. So of course nothing is guaranteed. But a good start here to the fight. Impact has been having a hard time today. So maybe these 2 knocks from Hago can turn things around.
Yeah, Limnachar is here getting one nice angle, but he didn't manage to capitalize on that. Halilovic is already dead. Shaky is bleeding out, and I mean, Vets and Limnachar do not have a lot of options. However, Limnachar is almost getting one knock there. It's kind of a good luck for one of the players from Impact to have that tree, but not a lot of angles to work with, and that makes a lot of time for Veta to get a nice knock there. And I mean, Impact, they started good, but now it's kind of yikes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3v1 on the inside right now. They just cannot allow for Vegas to get the flush on that guy. Will he get number 2? No, not gonna happen. So now they know exactly where the last one is. I like the fact that Auto got away from the tree. Now he is still in the open, though he's lost complete vision of where Dim was. Now he's gonna spot him again. Has a rock to play around, but not a whole lot more than that. There is a buggy there, so maybe just smoke the buggy and get the hell out of there. There's a chance that maybe we can pull off a play like Johnny last time. Yeah, exactly.
He heard you. He heard
me. He heard me. I should not have in-game voice on, you know. Good.
Yeah. Cheats on.
He's over there. He's over there.
I mean, but I'm sure Team Impact is not going to allow him to leave. There is a lot of smokes right now. He threw 4 smokes at himself, and I mean, he's gonna get that buggy, but they have all angles on him right now.
You would have to expect that he's gonna die here. And it's actually, I mean, I don't like to be rude or anything, but the amount of kills they're gonna get off of this is half the kills they have in the whole tournament so far. So, at least in this round. So, over the last 2 days. Let's hope. I mean, the worst thing that could happen here is that accidentally... No, not gonna happen. Didn't even have to say anything. I was gonna say the worst thing that could happen here is that accidentally they don't spot him, he gets the knock and is allowed to get a quick flush. That would just be really horrible. But for now, Impact, 4 kills, good start for them. We'll see if they can convert this into a good game as well.
Yeah, meanwhile, while we were watching the Rojok fight, there is a lot of teams who are rotating right now to the island. We can see people are on the bridge trying to, of course, camp it, get some more points. I mean, why not? They're getting 1 knock on Hunted. RNG is in a lot of trouble. They are flipping their vehicles all over. So little HP left for a lot of guys. And I mean, Sakura Zensen got knocked there, though. Sini is going to punish that, and I think Sakura is going to be just fine. But I mean, it's just a little bit more points for them. That's just what it is today.
Yep, a few more points racked on up. They will get the rest onto Sensen as well. Very convenient to not have any more go against you on that, and they're sitting tight for now as well. The only opponents they have is actually a 3-way split with the Rats down on the west side of the island, so they are all right for now. As I say that, though, Kula is kind of wrapping up over the hillside, but he is very, very much alone. So if Snip hears him up here, if Seiko spots him, that's a free kill.
Yeah, I mean, he did want to sneak up on Seiko, obviously, because
you don't miss those.
Yeah. You don't miss those otherwise. I mean, Zico is one of the top fraggers.
He's alone too.
Yeah, he is alone.
Oh, scary jump.
Yeah.
You're playing with fire here.
Yeah, I think he just decided like, nope. I'm going to go back because you can see Nixie's pulling up on Zico as well as we speak. And I mean, obviously these guys are going to support each other. And yeah, there's not much to do for the Team Red than to go back to the compounds and wait for a better chance.
I like the fact that that he waited as well. I mean, normally Seiko would be a player that just goes, "Yoo, I can get you down," but he had no clue if there was only one guy up on that hill or if maybe there was a full team coming. So he backs off and waits for his team to get there instead of trying to make some heroic 1v1 instead. Very smart from him to kind of sit down and wait it out. In the meantime, casualty potentially coming in. Yep, there it is. The confirm coming through. Prodigy finds one. That nade is good. Unfortunately, not enough damage done up on the roof.
Yeah, half HP gone, but he managed to get the heal off. And but this is a really nice angle from Bibin. He decided to push across the road really aggressively, and it paid off. Now he has 3 of his teammates around the 3-story, and it's just a matter of time. What happens to Vireal, and as he's getting pushed all the way up on the roof. What do you think,
Yeah,
Toby? Is
this
he gonna
is,
jump off?
Nah, he's not gonna jump off. He might give himself a knock here. The issue with these stairs is that if you get a player knocked on the stairs, it can be very hard to push on through. He does manage to find one. You can see now they kind of have to back off. Get almost tags a second. Gets tags on the other one. Gets himself a knock there as well. So really doing a hell of a lot of damage here, considering the fact that he's alone up on the rooftop. Very impressive play from the only 60 player remaining to manage to stay alive for all of this. No, misses the balcony. That is so unfortunate. Maybe it was on purpose. It looked like he wanted to land on that balcony. Not gonna work though. Now they hear him, they see him, and Bibin, fortunately there to get the kill. But that was scary.
Yeah, that was scary. That could have been a hell of a play from him if he didn't miss that balcony, managed to get on the middle floor. But unfortunate for him, all 4 players from Cryptova are alive and going. And as we finish watching that fight, we can see, again, what a surprise. Eagles rotating. Could it be further?
Could be further. Technically, I suppose it could. They could be a little bit further out into the blue, but no, almost not. They're playing it slow. They're taking the time. I mean, again, it seems like they have a strategy. And to be honest, even though they don't get that many kills, the strategy is working for them. They get themselves into late game pretty much every single game, and that's got to be like the one of the main strategies, right? If you can then convert those late games into wins as well, then you're absolutely golden.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm looking at the scoreboard at the moment. They have a 26 kills. They have the least kills on the top side of the leaderboard. But as I talk about this, Mare finds some really nice kill for himself. One of the lost guys have been lost, and Mare is gonna just sit in the car and gonna go to the safe. There's a couple of teams going to the very same bridge next to the Milta, so there's gonna be a lot of action. And the
That
circle
is south.
hello.
That is very far south. So far south that that's something we don't really see too often, to be honest. I mean, Small is very much alone for now. He is waiting for his the rest of his rats to come down to the compound. You can see on the left side of the map there that they are trying to get down in that direction, but they aren't there just yet. Everyone else in the meantime will be rotating into this direction too.
Can we do a little bet, Toby? Do you think the Team Eagles are gonna stop on those little islands?
I would actually not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I don't think it's gonna happen. They're gonna set up shop in the harbor. Maybe they'll take the ferry back to Novo. I don't know. We'll no, back to ferry pier, I suppose.
Yeah, to be honest, all depends on how many heals they
Yeah,
have.
we'll see what they plan on doing. But no, I would assume them to stay by the water, and it makes perfect sense for where they're coming in from. But no, I don't think they're gonna go extra aggro. We are seeing though, I mean, both Team Nope and I can't quite see what it is with Cookie up on the east side. They are all going with the water, so all going with boats. So there's a bit of a boat race down to the south side of the island.
Yeah, they're all trying to find their way into the safe. I mean, if nothing, they can at least take a breather behind those little islands that I talked about earlier before they scope the coast and see where it would be safe for them to stop. In the meantime, we can see Cryptova. They're playing a huge split. It's only 3 of them, though. I mean, they are kind of some of them are still driving into the zone. But it just depends on what they're going to decide to play. I think it's 3 of them, so they should probably stick a little bit closer together if they want to. I mean, they have a great second position right now. So even if they just don't do well this game, hypothetically, they will probably still stay up there. So probably playing a little bit more loosen.
When is Gravity planning on shooting?
Well,
you tell me.
I don't know. It's 3 of them, right? It's 3 of them, and he only has info for.
There's only one Zenix.
One
Like, there's
guy.
only one Cryptova player. They shoot when you get back in the car.
Yep, maybe or.
Nope.
Oh,
Wait, why wait?
That was.
Why are you waiting, Gravity? Stop being so passive.
That was weird. I mean, when he started going away, I was like, okay, they're not gonna shoot at all. And then as he was just about to pass the ridge, like one shot. Okay.
That is a little confusing, not gonna lie. But they'll learn. They will learn, they will improve. And now the last team to cross have just left Ferry Pier. And I think they're actually on the ferry, like the actual ferry that will
Are
come
you
down
seeing
here
this, Toby?
from Pick Me Up. They're gonna make their way. Yep, there you go. Toot toot. There comes the ferry. And they'll be making their way down towards the south side. We'll see where the next circle goes, but if it goes south again, they could be really, really good up against the Angry Eagles down south. And they actually as well. There's one more team that said, you know what, we don't like going on land here. We will go out to the islands.
Yeah,
That is
potentially. That's true. In the meantime, we're seeing Team Nope. They are now
Look at
doing
this,
damage to
Gravity taking
Gravity.
casualties. Oh my god, this circle is bad. This circle is incredibly terrible. In the meantime, Gravity taking casualties. And why does this happen? Because they don't manage to take enough control. They allow for everyone to do what they want because they don't shoot early enough, and then they get surrounded. So down to just one player, 0 kills for them. Unfortunate start to the game.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I see this Averik guy being alive alone very often for Team Gravity. So he has no other options but to wrap around and try to go find his luck somewhere on the maybe northern side or something. Or he's gonna just send it straight down to towards the military. It all depends. There's a lot of card damage. Like there's a lot of knocks.
Everyone is a little too desperate to get into their cars. And actually, I mean, they're if Impact are far out in the blue right now, so it's a little dangerous to get knocked. Of course, it is only phase 3, so it's not going to be the end of the world, but a little dangerous for them to do that. Also, some reason Yanni goes inside his vehicle. Nixie tries to get a kill, not going to happen. He has to back off.
Yeah, Nixie tried to get a kill there as I think it was actually a little bait as well from Yanni there. And I was a little bit scared for Nixie because he had that gas can next to him, and if that molly hit the gas can, not the gas can, but Tixie from far away, and that's a really nice knock on Nixie. It's just we'll see if Yanni's gonna decide to push through the smokes and get to them, or is he just gonna decide to go back to his teammates. He is holding this fence, and he has info from Tixie on location of the snip players. Meanwhile, he was a little bit too passive, so Nixie got revived, and I don't know. What are the options for Yanni right now?
Going? Is Otto driving in straight behind this entire battle? Maybe he just wants extra kills. I'm not sure, but we talked about it before, how Impact always manages to go into a circle in the exact spot that everyone is fighting, and they're driving straight into this fight now.
There's two options. They either hear the shots and they go towards them, or they do not hear the shots and they go towards them.
Oh no, wanted to connect that one, but gets found now by a VSS.
VSS, I just wanted to say.
And actually gets one more. Grindy's been active with the VSS.
Yeah. He's landing those shots really nicely. I saw him earlier on the feed, and I was like, "Hey, wait, what? Someone is playing VSS?" But I mean, it's working okay for him right now. And obviously, it's a suppressed sniper, so you can't really tell where exactly you're getting shot from. But in the meantime, Snip is eliminating Impact on 12th position, and Snip is just continuing to dominate this lobby. There's not much to say about their gameplay anymore. I think we said it all. They just dominate. They're amazing, and we are going to see what's going on the coast.
Yep, down to the beach we go. Here comes the tourists from the ferry, and the welcome committee is here as well. Angry Eagles, only one player left alive, though. Will he get one? Yes, he will. He gets the second as well. How are you not looking in this direction, Invicta? He's crouch walking up to the shoreline, not looking at all in the direction he's being shot from. Now Nate comes in. There is still one left alive from the receiving end of this, but there's one more team pushing forward. That's lost. First one down, second one flushed. Domin on his own, fire everywhere, and this looks like Lost is going to take control of the bridge area.
Yeah, we just have one more player alive there. I mean, Petric did a lot of nice damage, but now he's staying alone. And I mean, Team Lost doesn't know exactly where is his position. He's in that little, it's not even a shack. It's like, it is actually a shack, but holding an angle there, not making any noise. Lost is obviously 3-man. They're going to try to refrag. They're clearing every corner. They know there's at least one more player alive there, so they're not gonna just let it go just like that. In the meantime, Team Nope is on the edge of the zone as well. They're getting closer towards the harbor as well. They're gonna maybe join the fight and find a little spot for themselves while we're actually going to check the rest of the circle. Let me see what is going on the other side. Nice domination of the circle by
Oh.
Crypto up. But yeah, let's stay in this fight. Petric found one guy, but I mean, he's in the shack. One way out. It's probably sub Kobe's. Or
Yep,
not needed.
down he goes. Nate comes through. They get the rest on the last. But look at this. There is still one team around. Nope has made their way down in this area as well. And the winner of this fight is actually going to get a surprisingly big amount of the circle for their, like, under their control. Furious now. Nate thrown forward. They are 4 alive. So, oh, that's a good nade as well. No, it bounces the wrong direction.
Yikes, that's always unfortunate. You cook the frag perfectly, you know where you want to throw it, and then a little bit of terrain. I mean, it's PUBG. We all know it bounces who knows where sometimes, and this is exactly what happened. And he didn't manage to get any damage with that frag, but he does have a little bit more, and we'll see. It's 4 men. Team Nope, we didn't see a lot from them tonight, and I'm just kind of hoping they're gonna do something. I mean, they need those kills. They need to maybe get on top of the in the upper part of the leaderboard.
Exactly, and well, for now they've made their way into the top 8, so we'll see what more can come up at this game. They do lose Therius though, no trades either, so not really communicating this one too well together. Peeking 1 by 1 is never really the go-to when you're in a city or in an urban kind of fighting area like this. EP will go down, Enterprise eliminated, Gravity eliminated as well. Immediately after, they fail to take control on the southeast side, and they fall down in 7th.
This was a pretty decent volley from Team Lost. They're pushing they're being aggressive towards Team Nope, but Team Nope does not want to surrender. That was a very nice knock, and one more guy from one more guy's on fire, and it just looks kind of bad from him. They had a really good spot. They were pushing Team Nope, but nope, Team Nope said, I'm going to deny that. And they are getting a lot of damage done right now as we speak. We're going to try and see it. I mean, the circle shifted away from them, so they're quite aware that they're going to have to wrap up this fight as soon as possible and try to find some better position than these 2 people alive from Team Nope. And let's see what they're going to try. What they're going to try and do. Did he hear? He had to hear this.
Yeah, this is again a situation where you have to be peeking these together. You have to maneuver around together, push together, be able to trade for each other. The fact that they get a knock on 1 and then Zazu is not there to help at all, that's just very suboptimal. Did he hear him inside? He might have, but look at this, now peeking alone again. Where's the trade? If he gets knocked there, where is the immediate trade? Now he does get around, does find the second. Damage is done, unfortunately. Traffic is able to get the double, but again, I mean, there's no reason for David to peek that one on his own. Just wait for your teammate to be there, say 3, 2, 1, and then look around the corner at the same time.
Yeah, it was a little bit risky, but I guess they managed to push through, and they're going to be able to get the rest off. But I mean, Snip heard some shots. We can see they are looking towards the harbor right now. Nixie is prepared. He knows that they're going to have to get out of there. I'm not sure. I don't think Team Lost has any vehicles. I think they pushed on foot as well. So they just have the whole open area ahead of them with Nixie waiting for them. I don't see how they will make it through.
It's gonna be a tough run out of the city. There's very little to no cover available. I mean, they do have some. And you can see they're trying to clear all the angles before they run on out. It makes sense that they clear the hillside first, but as you can see here, I mean, they're gonna be running in the open, but actually, terrific spots Nixie in the open. It was kind of an odd place for him to prone down, to be honest, but thought he was with somewhat of a good off angle, but not good enough apparently. Terrific, getting his 3rd kill, and Lost has 11 kills this game, so even if they don't win it, they still have top 5 and 11 kills. That is a very good game for them.
Very good game indeed. They did a lot of good job, and they just, took initiative this match and managed to capitalize on it. 11 kills with still 13 players alive, so potentially they can get a couple of more. They did knock and they did kill Nixie, so they only have Zensen who can potentially see them right now. So, and Zensen, as I could see, is occupied with fighting Team in the compound. So for now, it's looking pretty decent for Team Lost. But as we speak, Team Crypto is trying to get a more of a circle for themselves, and they have 7 kills. I gotta be honest. I thought they had a little bit slower match, but it seems like they're doing quite a lot of damage in this lobby as well.
Yeah, Pippin's been able to find 6 of those too, so really an impact player today. He also was the one, of course, to win the 1v3 on Nurma earlier. Go back and watch that in case you missed it. Pretty impressive fight from him against the Angry Eagles in game number 2. In the meantime, Prodigy spots Sanya. Will be able to find one. Thought they had better cover there, and you can see Sanya is actually the flank player, so pretty far away and outside the circle right now, so they need to spend a lot of time sending Michael back to get the rest of it, if it's even gonna be possible. Bib in full speed comes over the hill, wants to get a good off angle, does spot the knock player, and that should be a guaranteed flush. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, he spammed that mini really fast. I mean, he just wanted to take the opportunity while the one guy was knocked, and he has the time. He did drive away from the circle, but he knows that with this little reach, he's gonna get some nice angle, and they're not stopping. I mean, they want to finish, and the rest of the guys as well, which do not have a lot of terrain to play. I mean, there's one. Oh, as I said, that Puts got the really nice knock, but I think that's gonna be refragged by Prodigy. This is how it's refragged, ladies and gentlemen, and only one guy stayed alive, which is just not going to peak probably after this headshot. So he's healing, and Bibin is just holding. I mean, you don't want to be against Bibin. We saw that man can frag.
Playing it safe now. Prodigy trying to get healed on up as well. They really only have this rock for cover, and they're very lucky that none of the other remaining teams are doing anything to interfere with this right now. Michael trying to take one out, does manage to do so, but Xenix is there to trade it immediately after. They now have to sprint for the rest, and I'm again looking at the map, but rats are literally just ratting in the compound. They don't want to do anything. They have somewhat 3 kills
Looks
to
like
at least
5.
try and engage on the hillside, but opting to not do anything. We talked about taking control earlier. They even have a Grocer and level 3 gear, but I guess a rat is more comfortable hiding on the edge of the circle.
Yeah, they were holding this compound for quite some time. They did not. I mean, they cannot easily peek towards those fairy fights anyway. But I would expect a little bit more from them, especially when I know they're sitting on the 14th position. If they would get some kills there, it's important for them. Last 2 matches, you need to try and get those kills and continue your tournament if possible. I mean, playing safe, okay, fine, I understand that, but
They lost. They have 12 kills already. Cryptobar has a ton as well, so I think those 2 teams are sitting on like pretty much half the lobby in terms of kills so far. Draft, will he spot this? Will he know it in time? He's got no vest on, and Xenix is gonna pick him up. That's going to be their kill number 11, so 23 kills between these 2 teams so far, and Red in the meantime only got 3.
yeah, Red is just taking it slow, I guess. Even if they win chicken dinner in this match, I can't say they would be really winners of this match, considering how little kills they have comparing to the other 2 teams. But I mean, you know, I guess it's gonna be good enough for them, I guess, if they decided to play it this way. So there's still one more match to go. Maybe they're gonna, you know, get insane boost of confidence and just kill everybody in the last lobby. Who knows? But yeah, we're watching Traffic proning here. He doesn't have a lot of area to play with. He's just, you know, chilling, and we're gonna see Xenix here helping Prodigy. They have 11 kills. Really nice for them. Really, really nice. They're gonna secure that 2nd position for sure. And they're gonna make it really hard for the rest of the teams to, I mean, get even close to.
I keep pushing forwards, get spotted out again, and Xenix, despite the fact that he loses his vest, actually manages to stay alive for that one. So level 3 gear, not gonna be enough to keep Kolaki alive through that one. Small is playing far, far back. So now he's making a run for it, but he's going to be way too slow to get his teammate back on his feet, I would assume. He doesn't have a helmet either, so it's going to be a tough, close engagement. Does he spot one? Yes, he does. Can't quite connect the shots, though, as he takes the vehicle around. They now know exactly where he is. They don't know exactly where Triffic is. He's been kind of hiding this one out so far without engaging in anyone. Now he might have been seen. Yeah, I think Thomas has spotted him on the backside of that rock there.
Yeah, I think Thomas knows about his position. That's why he's stretched all the way on that side, waiting for him to start running. However, he does have a sniper instead of a DMR, so unless he just switches to AR, it might be hard to get that kill once Traffic starts running. On the other side, Small Loser has a lot more issues on the right side. He decided to take shots on Traffic instead of holding his right flank, but it is what it is for them.
Yeah,
I don't think. Traffic gets the kill on one of the rats, and it's gonna be a one last man standing on the other side as well, while Traffic is probably not gonna survive this either.
Nope, not gonna happen. Down he goes. 3 versus 1 now. This one should have never been as one-sided, but Crypto didn't want to slow things down. 14 kill win as they make their way across the military and take full control.
I mean, it looked so much better for the Team Red on
did.
the minimap. It just we saw it. Technically, they had better, superior position, but Kryptova just went like a train.
I mean, literally, it's the same. It's the same exact thing that we've seen in the previous games where. I guess, I don't know if it's a confidence thing or if it's an experience, but oftentimes, I mean, we probably know it too, Samson, from playing games. Whenever you get late, you're like, oh my God, now we're late game. Now we have to be smart. And when you then all top of it are like, it's a broadcasted tournament, you're playing against good players, you're playing for a prize pool, even more pressure, so you don't want to go out and make mistakes. But this just means that so many players that might actually have pretty decent aim end up playing so scared. And therefore, when they finally do push forward, there's like 4 people just sitting and waiting for them instead of maybe being able to fight them while they are doing something themselves too. They had a perfect chance to push north and take out Cryptoa when they were fighting up there against now I don't remember the name, but one of the teams up on that side. They decided to play passive and they paid the price for it.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about the decision how you want to play on the tournaments. Obviously, you don't want to make a mistake, as you said, but I just kind of feel like there's this bitter feeling after the tournament. If you know, you could have done much more, and you didn't. And I would just feel really bad if that happened to me, for example. You know, I would always try to capitalize on some things. I mean, even if you make some silly play, being a little bit more aggressive allows you to just kind of loosen up a little bit, you know, get those shots done, miss some of the shots, it doesn't matter, but it gets easier from round to round to get more confidence and get those knocks done, those very needed points. I mean, if not for the first 2 positions, at least from 3rd to 7th position to continue this tournament. But as you said, some of the teams just decided to play a little bit more passive. Maybe they're in some new teams, you know, obviously you and me did not hear about a lot of the teams in the lobby. Maybe they're still trying to find, you know, the synergy of the team is not so well. Maybe they don't know how to give right calls and right shots still, so they're trying to search for themselves. But you know, definitely, I mean, they still have chance in the last match, which we're going to see soon. If they change something in their gameplay or not, we're probably going to see some, I can assume, crazy stuff in this last game. Everybody needs points.
You have to hope so. You have to hope so. I mean, and also, I mean, for the teams that continue on further down the tournament, they will have plenty of things to take away. So we'll hope to see some good stuff coming up in the next game.
All right. We're going to go back to the ladies in studio to see what they have prepared for us. Stay with us before a little break, and we're going to jump into the last game, Erangel, but studio first.
Thank you, Samson and Toby. That was game number 4, first game of Erangel. There's another one waiting for us. 5th game, Erangel as well. And we got Cryptova again. Cryptova chicken dinner.
Chicken, yeah.
Who would have said that? But also we saw some other teams like Lost and Radiator. They were kind of rising up, you know, they were kind of going into that top 4. And we can see that they're really, really trying to get those points because clearly it was game 4, and you can see on our list that actually Cryptova and Snip are pretty solid on the first 2 spots, and there's still, I feel like, some wiggle room for spot 3 to 7 for the relegations. So I believe that is what the teams are trying to push for now. That means game number 5 is going to be even crazier. What do you think, Marincha?
Everything is still open. We are about to see in the next game.
But also, as you already know, Samsung Odyssey prepares a giveaway each day for you. And we already had one today. We had already the first question from Marinche.
So all you have to do is answer the question in the live chat. The first one to do so correctly wins a €50 voucher, G2A. And I believe Amy has a second question for us prepared.
That's right. Now, everybody who watched us yesterday, I think should be really quick to answer this question. So the question is, who were our casters for day 1 of Qualifiers Group A. Make sure that you write the names of our casters correctly in the chat, please. Make sure that the spelling is correct. This is very crucial.
Right.
And well, good luck to everybody. And now we're going to have a little message from our sponsors and, of course, a little break before we get back to Game 5 and Samson and Toby. See you in a couple of minutes.
But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption.
One's a compliment, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, get some pillows in the Chevy. Slide a dolly, low hitting heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with the steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me lots of fire. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me is a part of me, my biology. It won't be over till the fat lady sings. I owe you a trip, cause me and you, we got a thing. My sunshine state, hair curly like a string. Just a big ol' ooh, smile just for all you.
Here we are once again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Before our last match for tonight, Erangel, we've seen some 5 crazy matches before, but let's just take a quick look on the leaderboard. Toby's gonna run through it, run us through it really fast because we have last match waiting for us.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Snip first place. Crypto Gravity 4 no, I'm kidding. In first place, of course. I mean, 2 teams making triple digit now. That is insane. I mean, for Snip and Crypto to have so many points, that is completely insane. And then you have Gravity. Like you have like tier 1 with those 2 teams. Then you have tier 2 with Gravity and Era in terms of points. I honestly, I think Gravity could have so many more points if they were more aggressive in the end game. But that's another discussion. And then further down the list, we have so many teams. I mean, look at this. 5 and 6 tie. Then we have Renegades 48. Sextasy 45. Lost, they just climbed up 3 spots from their good game. Now they have 43 points, and then Nope at 38. So there's like, if you go down the list, we talked about that 10 kill win, 20 points, right? If you're in 12th place right now, you jump into 6th place. Like Enterprise or Replay, if they get a 10 kill win, they jump into 6th place. If they get a 11 kill win, they make top 5. So just go out and get good for the final game. I mean, that's you jumping up so many spots in the leaderboards.
Yeah, that's what you need. You need to get some points to get at least to the 7th position, because that will mean you are going to get into the relegation phase as
Hmm.
well after Group B and C played their matches. So that means you have an option to continue your tournament and potentially get into the final phase. So everybody needs to step it up now. Of course, apart from the first and the second team on the leaderboard, they don't need to step it up a little
I
bit,
think
but
that.
apart from that, I really hope we're gonna see. It's all or nothing right now for a lot of teams.
Yeah, true. They know what's at stake. I hope at least that they have read the format and the rules for the tournament before they signed up, and they know that if they can't go out and convert games into points now, that it's gonna be a long trip. I mean, it's not gonna be a long trip home because they're all playing from home. So unless if their apartments are really big, then it's gonna be a long journey to the bedroom after this game is over.
Yeah, just like in the COVID times, like where you're traveling. Well, from the living room
From
to
the
a
living
bedroom,
room.
from bedroom to.
Yep,
Well, unfortunately, but hey, at least we're having events. I'm not gonna
that is true.
complain. Yeah,
That is true. It's
yeah.
always good fun to get to cast some PUBG.
Yeah, definitely. And as we were saying about the teams that need to step it down a little bit, I don't know if you noticed on the leaderboards, on the kill feed and on the damage done, but they need to just take it slow, Snip. People have like 5k damage in these lobbies. It's really hard for other teams to shine
Yeah.
when you have some damage like that going on for you. But let's hop into the last match of the night. Erangel, this plane is probably gonna be. It's gotta be nice again as well, Toby,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, again, the planes have been incredibly generous today. Very kind in terms of allowing for teams to go pretty much wherever they want to. The only thing is, I feel like the circles have been the opposite. The circles have been, not all of them have been that bad, but there has been some pretty tricky ones in between, and that doesn't exactly make things any easier. So hopefully, now that it's the final game and everything's got, everybody's got everything on the line, we can get a more calm start to this one.
Yeah. Did we find the pattern here? Like the better the path of the plane, the worse the circle is.
I think
Is
that's
that-
always been the case.
That's
It's a
the
rule now. In the meantime, let's take a look towards Rostock. Are they actually hot dropping again? It seems like both Replay and Impact are up there. And Impact, obviously, far down the leaderboard. And actually, I think Red are up there too. So this has been a 3-team Rostock hot drop. That's not something you see too often. Already, Nut has got one down.
Yeah, Impact had a good start right now. They got a kill on Freeze yet. They're pushing really hard on Hulk here with 2 shotguns. It doesn't look good for Hulk. He's going to get murdered as well. And that's some nice start for Team Impact. It seems like early fights are somehow in the last 2 games good for them. But they still have a long way to go because there is still 6 enemy players in Russia.
Yeah, there are so many opponents in it. And actually, it wasn't Red, it was 4-4. Sorry, but yeah, it's it's tough. And even for Impact here, they need an absolute slaughter of a performance. And oh my god, we're going to military again. Military 2 games in a row. That is not something I've seen in a long time, but I guess, we get these Samsung tournaments going and they throw us some crazy stuff.
Yeah, this time the circle decided to go a little bit on the right side of the island. So maybe we're going to see ending somewhere around crossing around Novorepnoya. Who knows? We're going to see. It's still a long way to go. But in the meantime, we're going to continue watching Impact as they are deciding to be really, really aggressive. Nice knock there for Nori. And that was a careless push from B-Russ here. I don't know.
He had his teammate up there. You can see him coming from behind. Mara actually is around there. I just don't think they've noticed that there was a guy in between them. I think Mara knew... Wait, what?
Wait, what? Oh, let's go,
Are they going to have a punching battle?
They're going to have a fist fight.
And now Paco comes up and shoot him.
And Mara...
Oh, there's an instant headshot. The jump punch comes through. Oh, goes for the jump punch again. Not gonna have it. And it's good damage coming in. And Mara gonna win. That is toxic.
They should have given him a kill.
That is toxic. Goes for the punch. Shoots him. Wow.
Yeah.
Can we get some Fs in the chat? Fs in the chat, please. Disrespectful.
Yeah. It's looking good for Impact, but as I said, that Feyenoord got knocked here by Halilovic. Really, he waited for him through that window. He got a really nice knock, nice opener. Because Replay here, they want to get some kills for themselves as well. Dimnachar with a shotty, of course. Everybody's opting for a shotguns in the city fights. Why not? They're OP. Sheki is waiting for Maligino to stay still, but he did, bad timing. Just bad timing for him.
Wanted to swap on over to the bolt action, but unfortunately, as soon as he did that, he moved away from there. Not easy when you only have a red dot on it either, of course. In the meantime, Replay wanting to make a move out from here. Fortunately for Imp, they didn't take casualties before. They do lose auto now, so one gone down, unfortunately. 2 bolts in the hands of Replay as well. Of course, not really the optimal weaponry if you want to fight inside a city.
They just denied the kill, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, but Dottie just did the team kill on their knocked guy. Because I guess every point counts for them. They don't wanna give points to any team since they are on the kind of not doing too well on the leaderboard. So I don't know. You don't see that often in competitive anymore.
No, not too often. Not too often that happens. We'll see now. Replay still kind of sitting united. You can actually see Enterprise Jenny now coming over the Rossa kill as well to see if maybe he can find a free knock-in or maybe a quick flush inside the city too. Got the 6x and the SKS, so pretty good weaponry for a potential little third-party steal here.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time when one of the teams from Rojak are going to have to push through the buildings or get out in the open, and that's going to be probably punished from the team that is standing on the Roche Hill. And we're watching Sheki trying to get that nade. It went through the window, but I think Gino is... Oh, very nice. That was
got him down, and they actually lost 1 too. So yes, they do get the nade knock, but Gianni from the hill finally started shooting, and they found the knock too. So can't really aggress forward now, knowing that there's a team sitting around them. You can see on the minimap in the bottom there, they're completely starting to surround them here.
Yeah, definitely not a nice position to be at. We can look at Naughty. We can watch at him. He's just having that little tree in front of him. There's no way to go. He could probably start running and hope to not get shot, which he actually did because Maligino, he needs a rest. And I think Sheki. Oh, Sheki only had another
in the foot. Shoots him in the foot, gets the knock. Unfortunately, Tixi will steal the kill, so no points rewarded for Replay there. And keep in mind, everyone, I mean, this is a military game. This fight is not supposed to be happening, but it is nonetheless. And these teams have to make their way all the way down to military sooner rather than later. And I think Enterprise, I mean, obviously they have vehicles here, so they know what to do. Paco finds a knock as well. But he is very, very lonely right now, and I do not think there is any help for him to get.
Yeah,
Replay there, shot in the foot. Boop.
Unbelievable. Really nice shot there. I was about to say, like, if only he had some other gun and then just, landed that shot in the foot. And obviously here, Paco is trying to make some difference. He has some angle on the team in the yellow 2-story, but it's not looking well to either of those teams, to be honest. Whoever wins the Roche fight, they don't have any gear. They didn't have time to loot anything. Even the bodies that they're about to kill, they're not going to loot anything from them. They have a team waiting for them on top of the Roche Hill and the military circle. I mean, what to say? It's just at this point, they're probably just staying in the moment, trying to get those kills done, and then probably they're going to think about what's to come later.
And as you can see in the kill feed, while this battle is going on, it's as if everyone is just committed to, let's see how many fights we can have outside the circle. Because Nope and Rat are fighting in Lipovka, of all places. And then you have, obviously, I mean, that is across then, but down in the intersection across towards military, there's also a fight going on between Gravity and I believe it to be Cryptova. So at least they're on military fighting. That makes more sense. This is just kind of pointless, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a big waste of time, but unfortunately, they can't pull out of the fight just like that. They're in the middle of the city, and there's knocks going on all the sides. Enterprise is holding them, and at this point, it's just basically everybody's like trying to get some knocks for them and maybe some kills, and I think for most of these teams, even for the team Enterprise, it's gonna be really tough to get into the zone. As I see, like most of the teams are already on some really nice positions on the island. So whoever gets to be winner here, it's just, I mean, bittersweet victory, I guess.
Indeed. Let's see. Yanni. Ooh, nice double headshot. Comes in, gets a knock onto Vika. And I believe that's the second knock on Vika. Maybe even third, actually. So they need to be fast with the rest if they want to get him back on his feet. They are, as you can see here, instantly going forward. And here comes the blue. And it's not going to be long until that's going to be phase 2 as well. As you can see here, everyone else are kind of making their way down towards the south already. But there are just some teams that don't feel like rotating towards the circle.
Yeah, they're just staying and fighting both in Lipovka and in Rozhok. The team replay didn't move from this Yellow 2 story. I mean, they're just, they have their shotguns, they have their UMPs, and, you know, no one wants to push in, obviously. You don't push on that just like that. But at the same time, people are just trying to locate someone. You know, if there would be some knocks done on the players which are isolated, I guess there would be some confirmed kills as well, but it's not happening right now. So they're just waiting to die, to be honest, with that blue. No one probably has any more heals.
And now even more teams are fighting, and this time around it's up towards the top of the observatory, and it's going to be Snip and RNG, and now Johnny slowly making his way forward, gets a headshot, but no, cannot find the knock, and that's going to leave him in a very exposed position up here on the bridge. Has to try and see if he can wrap around, will be able to do so. Veka knocked again, going for a record on most knocks ever, I think, at this point. Tixi does find Paco, so Impact will be eliminated at the end. It has been a very tough 2 days for them, to say the least. They will go down and out, and finally, Vega will go down.
Yeah, it didn't look well for them, but for Cryptova, it's looking way better. They definitely have their second spot confirmed. And even though it's only 2 of them left, I think it's safe to say they had an amazing 2 days. We're seeing a couple of more rotations. Finally, they decided to not fight in Lipovka anymore. So Team Nope started rotating already. And I think the other team they were fighting with was Red Yetter. They decided to take a boat, Toby.
Yeah?
I'm not sure.
I mean, usually there's only one person as far as I know.
Sorry, only one guy.
It's
You're right.
We've lost half the server in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
That's where we're sitting right now. Half the server is dead in 10 minutes. That is not something you see too often. But of course, I mean, if you are that far down the leaderboard right now, maybe there's a little too little to play for. I don't know. I would always want to see teams try and like full commit and go for it until the very end, because you never know when you're gonna get that 25 kill win. But of course, many teams not quite getting that this time around. In the meantime, Team Nope, they got themselves 3 kills. Of course, the last remaining player for Rat still alive and kicking on the boat. We'll see if they can maybe meet on the water somewhere. Timing-wise, it should be pretty close. You can see him coming around Mills of Power there. So maybe they'll run into each other.
Yeah, it's quite possible, but in the meantime, let's check what's going on the bridge as well. Sneepy's eager to get some more kills. Zeko is nice trigger control.
Nope, not gonna get the knock. A lot of damage on the vehicle, but but no knock coming through. Only 1 hit on the first one. Didn't have an extended, of course, on his M4. Doesn't exactly make things any easier.
That was a nice shot on Cini. I'm not sure who gave him that headshot. I think it was Proji from the other side, and he caught him in the open a little bit. Let's see if Zeko is gonna connect this frag. It's gonna bounce relatively good, but Proji managed to jump away, and he's gonna just boost up while his teammate Senix is. This is basically, I mean, this is an interesting fight. It's 2v2 Snip versus Kryptova. They're leading teams.
And it's kind of unfortunate for the guys on the north side that are trying to make their way down, because they're hearing all this and they're going, oh, come on, man. We just want to go over to military. We didn't want to have to stop here and take a boat. And now Enterprise, they're making their way down in this direction as well. All these teams that are coming in super late, trying to find a safe angle to kind of cross on over. But Snip and Cryptova just not really making it possible. But the one and the second, the first and the second place on the leaderboard, battling it out for the final game here, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. We have a couple of teams rotating to the safe. We have Team Enterprise that was holding that Roja kill. They're going to the other bridge, so they're gonna be able to make it after all into the zone. And it's just relatively slow. Everyone is waiting for there. As you said, there's not a lot of players left alive, and everybody's just taking their time. Obviously, closest to the fight are Team Snip and Team Kryptova.
Ooh.
Oh, this is close,
I mean,
Toby.
they must see him. I was gonna say, yep, they do see him for sure. Do they get a chance to shoot him though? Oh, no, you don't want to block the vision from your teammate. That is actually unfortunate. Does he not hear them? Hello? Small, don't take your headset off before the game is over. Here comes a boat with plenty of people on it. Someone jumped off the boat and got knocked. No, they all get knocked.
Wait,
Two
what?
of them got knocked from jumping off the boat.
Wait,
What the hell are you guys doing? And now it's phase 3. I mean, they will probably be able to get the rest, but this is going to be close. Because he has to heal up as well now as well. Like, TN needs to heal up himself before he can go for the rests here.
Oh my God, Toby, this was almost catastrophic for them. These are 3 knocks that were not supposed to happen, definitely. And it just, going further into the match, they need to stay close to each other. If they get knocked again, it's at least second knock. They're gonna bleed fast, and this is not something that you wanna have versus one player that was turned with his back towards you.
Not at all. But at least for now, they do manage to stay alive, so that's something. In the meantime, nope, they have managed to wrap their way around Novo. They'll be making their way further down towards the south. We saw the circle just before. It's up, it down, south, around, and every team, if you don't want to go through military, needs to do a wide wraparound because you can't really transition straight into the south side of this one.
Yeah, I'm just, I can't happen to notice that the Eagles are again in the dead center of the circle, Toby. It's just unbelievable. They have this really good sense of where the zone is gonna go, and they're progressing. My stream is going well right now. I think Toby is getting a little bit of the lag, so I'm gonna try to. Okay, I'm trying to talk for the both of us here. Yeah, it's interesting to see the rotations. Toby, let me know when you are back.
I am back. I don't have any lag.
Oh, okay.
I have no lag. If you are having lag sense, then it's your fault.
Okay. I was just talking about Eagles, how insane their game sense is. I mean, they were in the middle of the circle as the new circle popped again.
Yep, they're sitting very good here. I mean, obviously, also they're going to be fine inside the next circle. You'd have to assume, considering the fact that there is a little bit of water on that south side. Frogy tries to find a kill on the Sextity players. We haven't really seen a whole lot from them this game, but now they're revving on the south side, and there's going to be enough players coming this way. You can see Nope already. Ooh, Frogy, you're in trouble. If they can hit the bullets, of course, that is.
Well, yeah, that was a third party from Snip. Really nice shots on. Team Nope is getting denied by Snip, of course. And not looking good for them right now. They have one guy left alive. And as I said before, it's just you gotta make that play. Like it's phase of the competition where you gotta get those kills, you gotta get those points. Like waiting for so long, thinking that no one else is watching at you while you're doing so, it's quite unlikely.
Yeah, let's see if Lost can do the fast wrap around there, stopping right here. Oh no, they drove 3 players into a tree. Yeah, that is not good. And
that's the worst. That's the worst.
There's a player right above, and he's not shooting at them. I mean, he hurt them, but the thing is, he also knows there's a guy above him, so he can't really focus on that. There was potentially 3 free kills in the car there, but somehow, I mean, Lost. At first, they almost killed themselves on the beach. Now they almost killed themselves on a car. I'm curious if they can find a plane to almost kill themselves with too.
Yeah, Sextasy. I mean, they had this trigger control. I don't know. Maybe they didn't know it's so many players in the car. Maybe if they knew there's potential 3 kills, maybe they would decide to shoot. But this way, they just let them go, and they're going to have some nice position in the circle. Team Lost. They managed to, get into the zone now, and they're gonna probably try to find some nice place for them. While at it, we are looking at the Snip fighting Team Sextasy.
Yep, trying to wrap back now. Unfortunately for Seiko, misses a few shots there. The peak is going to come back on over. I'm not sure if he's going to be blind here or not. Only 34 bullets spare for Seiko. Unfortunately for him. Oh, the timing is just off. But as I say that, Real actually able to peek on over and get the knock.
Yeah, that was a really greedy push by Zico there. It's kind of, getting across the road there all by yourself. I mean, he did have support from the from the heels there. But at this point, I mean, does it really matter?
Sure does. In the meantime, a battle is going on down by one of the hangars. 2 have gone down from Eagles already, and now they try to smoke themselves off. But outside, you have the entirety of Incentive, and they're not wanting to help out at all. You do, unfortunately, also have a player that really likes running around inside fire, and that ain't gonna help things at all.
Yeah, Kutz just ran into the Molotov, and I was about to say, is he noticing that? But he got himself knocked, and I think his teammate might help him.
Nope. Okay, no risk. Okay. He does get a knock onto Michael, though. Unfortunately, he did go try and pick up his teammate first. One more will crawl for info. That's a free kill as well. Able to get the double. Not sure why Kutz opted to crawl straight into the face of his opponent just to get flushed there, because Black was right next to him and could potentially have helped out had he just waited a little bit longer, but for some reason they managed to get 2 kills off of it.
Yeah, it is what it is right now. They stayed on 2 players alive. Meanwhile, we're looking at Lost. We're trying to find their spot. They're holding this south side of the circle, so that's fine, relatively fine for now. They're sharing that area with Team Sextasy, which is kind of fighting on 2 different fronts. They're fighting Team Snip, which is on north side of them. They have Lost on the west side, and not looking too bright for Sextasy there, but maybe they get some of the knocks and they help themselves somehow.
Yep, somehow still 4 alive through this. We'll see if that nade is going to connect. It looks like it's actually pretty good down in that direction, but no kill or knock confirmed in the kill feed. Their circle forcing everyone down into the landing strip area down by the plane hangars, and this is going to be a tough rotation for all these teams on the hills.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking at the circle. We have Incentive in the middle of the circle. A couple of more teams coming from the military base, but quite a few teams on the ridges on the east side of the circle. Obviously, they probably have vehicles. They could probably crash some of the areas, but there is not a lot of playable areas here in the military base. We all know that. I mean, if you're late to the party, it's gonna be really tough to get some position where after the initial crash, you're gonna actually, survive it.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky for them to make their way forward, that's for sure. Let's see Enterprise. They're still just chilling, you know. They're split right now 2-2, so it makes sense that they don't want to start like aggressing towards something. They would really want their players, as you can see on the south side of the airfield, to maybe get a knock or 2. That could allow for the players that are inside the north side hangar to maybe go out and make a play, but they're just waiting for now. Nice tags coming in from Traffic. He's been hitting some pretty good shots today.
Yeah, he's been doing some pretty nice damage, but at the same time, you know, they need to continue to do so. Like, they need to capitalize on those initial knocks or something like that. Lost, we're looking at Lost. They're on the 9th position right now, so this game means a lot for them. They need more than 1 kill at this point of the 23 alive.
Yeah, they need to start racking them up, so to say. Let's see now. Circle is forcing all of them to make moves. They did just bring a vehicle over, so maybe that can help them out. They could potentially go down and play the top side of that bunker or the hangar that the south side Enterprise players are inside. I'm looking to see where they're planning on going. Siko goes down and takes control of the shack, so that's 1 place taken away. Let's see what they're planning on going now.
Yeah, Sexus is still fighting here. Team Lost. Whoever wins this is going to have a very tough time getting off that mountain, especially knowing that Zico is holding the shack and probably a couple of more teams looking at them from the middle of the zone. Nice knocks from Traffic here on Aikirito, and Sextasy is trying to get closer to Team Lost somehow. Do something that matters here, but Lost just decided to send it completely, and they're probably gonna have to
get out of the
this
car
hill and need to get out of the car as we speak. Okay.
Yeah, so far so good. Oh, that's a good nade. If it wasn't because it was your own. I'm not sure exactly how he manages to explode himself, but happens.
Okay. He overcooked it, Toby. It's called getting about counter.
Yeah, you always have to make sure not to leave food on the stove. It's it can burn down your apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the second knock on Zico, and that means it's not gonna be a restable situation there. Does he know that Jacko is still up on the hillside? I don't think he does. Jacko is running down. He doesn't even see him, but he dies to Blue right next to him. Cindy had no clue. Whenever he goes back and watches the replay, he's gonna be like, "Oh my lord, okay, I got away with something there."
Yeah, he was in his blind spot somehow, and Cine did know that there was one more guy in the toxic, but he didn't know he was on his left side. So, but I mean, good for him. They're still Snip is still in the game. Obviously, it's not a game changer for them, whatever they do in this lobby, but they're still doing strong, doing really really good, and not a lot of other teams could do something against them, even in the 1v1 fights. I mean, whenever we would see Snip losing a player, it would usually be just, in a rotation or somehow early. It just feels like they are superb.
The only time they seem to lose players are when they get insanely greedy and lose a player because of that. Like they push 1v3 or they hold ankles that you're just not supposed to be holding. And it doesn't really matter too much because they're already so far ahead in this tournament. But when we see Snip in other tournaments where they play against better opponents, they tend to try and do the same things. So maybe it's kind of forcing back bad habits from them, because they tend to try and do the same things where they spread out and take control, but then they play against teams that are just, that faster at responding or that better at shooting, and they get punished for it all the time. So it's pretty interesting to see that they're going with the same strategy. Obviously, it works here when the opponents aren't as good, but it's dangerous.
Yeah, nice knock from Invicta there, but he gets immediately punished for staying up there on the open. He's gonna manage to drop down, and his teammate is gonna help him out. It's still 3 of them alive. I mean, with one knocked, he's gonna get alive. It's 3 versus 3 versus 3 versus 1. RNG is on top of one bunker. I think Snip knows about it. Like, he was making some noise.
This is a pretty big game for Renegades, because remember, they were sitting in 7th place with 2 teams in front of them by 1 point. So, and I'm not sure exactly how many kills Renegades have so far in this game, but if they can get 1 or 2 more placements off of this, that's pretty big, because both Eagles and Incentive are already out. They only have 1 kill this entire game. Hunted has been chilling down here for a while, I think, and he's going to be waiting for a little while here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this 1 kill is gonna be enough along with the placement points, but Snip knows there's 1 more player behind their backs. We could see one of the Snip players checking out the back, but he doesn't know that he's this close, so he might be able to surprise 1 or 2 players from Snip and maybe get those additional points, and the circle close on
That's
him.
The perfect circle for him.
Yeah, definitely perfect circle, and this is just looking relatively well for him. If he stays if he stays alive for a bit longer and manages to get like maybe 2, maybe 3 kills, that would just, I think, be enough for good secured position for them for the next round.
15 bullets for the SLR. No extra ammo either. That is lost. They've been fighting the whole game. 61 bullets, 27 bullets, 61 there. It's not looking good on the ammo situation. Hopefully they'll come by some extra. Sensen did spot them rotating early, and now he's going to start shooting too. You have to start responding on this one, Tian. Don't keep driving. Get out of the car, get shooting, and no, not going to happen. Second vehicle comes around, though, unfortunately. He has the concrete there to hide behind, so now let's see if he can find something in return. No, Daffod actually there to take 1 down in return, so trading 1 for 1. Cindy now is going to run out and make a play for it, but remember, Hunted is still alive in this.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's listening to all of that, and now, if he only knew that Snip is being so freaking aggressive, he could get both kills on Snip easily, and no, it's not happening.
He's shooting. Hunted got Cindy down. He found 1, and now Nixie is realizing, oh my lord, we've been looking on this side the whole time, and now is when you peek?
Okay, Nixie's gonna wrap around the other side and gonna try to see who is shooting from top of this bunker. He's definitely where Hunted is here, and I'm sorry for Hunted for just not being a little bit more brave and just peeking. Maybe 5 seconds earlier, he would get he would get confirmed kills.
At least 2 kills, that's for sure. Tian, in the meantime, trying to crawl to safety. They do still have Pick Me Up alive. I mean, these guys are coming into this, were in 15th place. So speaking of making something of nothing, they haven't exactly had the greatest 2 days of games here. So maybe this game can to be the one that turns things around, but you don't want to knock yourself in the blue. That's just inconvenient.
Yikes! And
Crawls
yeah,
into that is not good. Snip does go down, fortunately. Kill comes through. 6 kills on the team, 4 for Invicta. That is good. But that's the least to say is an unnecessary way to lose a teammate. They just stay 3 on that side. I'm not sure why he wanted to cross over. Just stay 3 on that side, play it safe, and then push together when you have to, instead of sending one onto a suicide mission.
yeah, definitely questionable decision there. But I mean, it's looking good for Renegades. At least Hunted is still alive. He's alone, obviously. But Team Lost has only 1 player, and Team Pick Me Up has 2 players left. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, this, depending on the terrain Hunted has to work with, but it could be a chicken dinner for him, to be honest.
Most definitely. Very winnable. There is only 1 first aid, and does he see him? No. There's only 1 first aid and a level 1 vest as well. He does have some utility, though. And look here, Triffic as well. 3 nades, 3 mollies, broken vest, though, and barely a helmet left, too. So, oh, there you go. Fresh level 3 gear almost. That's a good upgrade. Good timing for upgrade.
Nice. Yeah. If he only can spawn a couple of more trees in front of him, that would be amazing.
Maybe a red zone too, then you're all good.
Yeah, but the very thick one, the one that just like drops everywhere at the same time.
Yep.
So like a couple of smokes are down. He's trying to get into the safe. Hunted is waiting to spot at least 1 bit of his body. He has a 3x, not the best scope to work with, but he's probably gonna get those shots. I mean, someone is going to get those shots done. Everybody's looking at him as we speak, and it's just a matter of time till we lose Team Lost. I mean, considering they knocked themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but I'm not. I mean, Triffic did have, I believe, 1 more smoke. Okay, now he gets seen. That's going to be tricky. Headshot, buddy shot connected somehow. He's still alive here. Now, I think Hunted shot as well. So, yep, you can see one of them were looking instantly towards the north. I think they now know that there's still one playing above. Yep, Invicta is looking up in this direction. Hunted realizes too that this is going to be tough. The game is going to end right down in front of the entrance here, exactly where Domin is right now, on the entrance to the hangar. So Pick Me Up looking real good here, but they have been very passive and they have very few kills overall in the tournament so far. So hopefully their aim can win them this one.
Yeah, they have 6 kills so far. Oh, this was a really nice shot at him, and he's gonna have to
7 smokes.
heal.
Hunted finds him. There's no communication. There's a player inside that ain't doing a whole lot to help his friend who's isolated on a rock. That is not optimal. He has 7 smokes. He could just spam a nade over towards Triffic. He knows exactly where he is. Opts not to do it, though, and that's really what's keeping him alive right now. Triffic finds 1 more, but he is in the open. Spotted. Now the nades come in. He might actually get him with that nade. He's low HP. Does it get it? First explosion, no. Second, no. Gonna be too short as well. Now he lost him. He doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, Pick Me Up. I mean, Pick Me Up needs to get chicken dinner here. I just don't see the other way. I mean, Traffic has a couple of nades up in his sleeves and a couple of mollies. He's
29.
gonna have to move.
Molly thrown forward. Unfortunately, it's getting blocked by the tree. Second Molly, is it good? I'm not sure, but he does spot him on the other side. That one somehow not connecting. I thought that was going to be a headshot, but it's going to allow for Triffic to push forward. He's played very good this game already. Now damage comes through on both sides. Look at this. Barely has barely a vest remaining and a helmet. 26 HP, but he has to commit to the push.
Yeah, Traffic is just having this little tree in front of him. I mean, he does know that the player from PMU has only 1 angle to peek, and that's the right angle. So he's just holding. And, 1 HP! Is he gonna get this chicken dinner for him? He's pushing with 26 HP. Oh, this is very inconvenient right now. It's either gonna be a win or a mega loss. This Kobe almost costed him life.
Oh, he gets him!
Let's go!
Oh, that is just not the way that game was supposed to end.
Absolutely not. I mean, like, the
Pick Me Up, you know what? Pick Me Up. If you're not winning that game, then okay, I guess that's, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of stole this match, Toby. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, that's why you're not in the first place then. Because that was, I mean, I try not to be rude, but that was very winnable for Pick Me Up, and they didn't win it. unfortunately.
Yeah, they had I mean, the zone was closing on them. They had the hanger. They had like a really nice angle. I mean, the guy.
I mean, they lose a player that drives into blue and suicides. Then they leave a player on the rock that's getting no cover from the guy with 7 smokes. And then the guy with 7 smokes doesn't make an aggressive play on the final guy. There's many things to it. But then again, I mean, this tournament obviously is not like the best of the best, but and taking that for granted or take that into consideration, there were a lot of good things being done in these games too. Some of the rotations they had coming into it, the fight they took against Angry Eagles earlier to secure the hanger in the first place, pretty well done.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, if nothing in this match, we saw Renegades with one player left. He managed to sneak into the. You know, I don't know if you noticed that it was a little bit a mistake from his part because he was up on the top of the hanger and he was scoping towards the lost player, and then he jumped. I don't know if you noticed. He jumped on the top of the hanger there, and yeah, you don't want to do that 1v1. And the lost guy capitalized on that and managed to push. Like he was in the position where everybody's looking at him, yet he managed to get chicken dinner for his team.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was alrighty, guys. This was our last match for tonight. We're gonna go back to the studio. Ladies are gonna say their final words, and after that, we're going to check leaderboards. We're going to check the kills, and we're going to check the damage done from the players, and then we're going to announce an MVP, which is going to get a pretty nice gift from one of our sponsors. So stay with us. We're gonna be back in a sec.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the studio. Thank you, Toby and Sanson. Oh, what a game. What a last game. I don't know. We were just sword fighting. We had some, what was that? Punches thrown at the beginning of the game.
Simulating the boxing match that we see at the start of the game.
That was pretty hilarious, I gotta say. But also, this game was so weird. We had military base again, zone and military, and we saw that some teams who were pretty silent during yesterday and today during the whole qualifiers, pretty silent, and now out of nowhere we see them in top 4. However, Lost actually got the last chicken dinner here, and there's a possibility that they might have pushed some other team from relegation. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure everybody already knows who are our finalists from Group A, but you got something to say, Marinche?
We'll have to see about the more details.
True.
From 37th place, who's going to make it to the relegation. And I think Sanson and Toby might have more info.
Yeah, see you in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back, everybody. This was our last match of tonight. Toby, all 6 matches. What do you got to say?
It was crazy. It was good fun to watch. There were moments where I think when the teams go and watch the games back, they'll go, you know what? I think we could have won that one. There were a few of those, but other than that, I mean, I was impressed with what we saw.
Yeah, definitely some amazing plays, especially from the teams, which we're not going to say anything too early, but I think we know the first 2 places in this lobby, Toby. I don't know. They did an amazing job.
Yeah, they managed to separate themselves. Look at this. I mean, Sneap 148 points, 102 of those coming from kills. And then Cryptova, the only team with 3 wins, very impressive. They get themselves 115 points total, 64 of kills. And then we jump all the way down, 45 points to Gravity, which, I mean, they played decent. The thing is, I mean, they played well, obviously. If they're not, then they wouldn't be in 3rd place. But I still feel like they had at least today, or just today, they had 2 games where they could have won it, where their passive playstyle kind of became their own death. Yeah.
Yeah, they could have played it better, definitely. And I mean, that definitely costed them potential 2nd place because, I mean, they really had a lot of big teams, big names ahead of them. So I mean, they can't be. It's a bittersweet position, I guess. I mean, being 3rd, it's good, but being 3rd when only 2 teams are going forward is maybe just definitely bittersweet. But we are going to see them. Teams from 3rd to 7th position. Team Gravity, 404 Error, lost Renegades. Oh, you see Renegades on the 6th position, Toby.
They jumped up.
Yeah.
Yep, they managed to jump up 2 spots. I mean, Angry Eagles, they make their way into the top after starting today in 13th place. So very impressive from them as well. Intensive as well, getting some decent games in there today. So there were some teams that started off pretty poorly that then sort of made their way back into it. But 100% sure that the 2 teams that are going through are also the 2 teams that deserve it the most.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to see teams from 3rd to 7th place in the last stage of qualies in the relegation. And potentially the Angry Eagles, they stayed on the 8th position. They had almost back-to-back chicken today and some real nice plays, but they are on the 8th position. If, however, they're going to be the best team out of all 8 positions in the other groups, we are going to see them in the relegation. For the rest of the teams, what can we say? You know, just learn from mistakes, learn from the experience, and we're going to see you in some other competitions. And I'd like to see our damage done for these last couple of days, because I think Sneap has been doing tremendous job.
Oh yeah, I mean, right now you can see, and this is again, I mean, when we look at the kills, the fact that there's only 2 teams represented on the top 5 kill leaders just goes to show how much better they were. I mean, you almost have an entire team of Snip in the first place. That's just the last player not there. And then you have 2 players from Cryptova right behind them. That is just very impressive to say, to be honest. Because even, as we said earlier during today, even though the opponents might not be as good as you, there are still so many random factors that play in when it comes to PUBG that you can't always be sure to get the win. So the fact that they could be that consistent is very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. I think both those teams are they have deserved 1st and 2nd place. We are going to check the damage done. Again, the same names are on the leaderboard, and I think we are going to have to announce a new MVP for today. Yesterday we had Nixie as the MVP, and today we are having his teammate Sakura Zensen is the MVP for tonight. He's going to get 100 euros from our dear sponsor, PaySafe card. So that's another bonus. That's another bonus to put in the pocket. I mean, why not? Thanks, sponsors. Yeah. Thank you so much, Toby, for being here with me tonight. I had a lovely time with you. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. And you can close us off and send us to studio with your closing word.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It was good fun. I'm looking forward to more of it as the tournament kind of narrows on down. Great fun to cast with you. First time we cast together, Sanson.
Yeah, first time. I mean, we know each other, right? We know each other. We played a lot together. We were on tournaments together.
Synergy, perfect as always. I wasn't expecting anything less but that. But thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to hop back to the desk one final time before we close off today's show. So thank you for tuning in. Now back to the desk.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Toby and Sanson, for the last time tonight. And welcome back, guys, for the last time again to the studio. Well, at least for now.
We want to thank you all for joining us for the both days of qualifiers Group A. Our finalists are Team Snip and Cryptova, so congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. I have to say also, it's not the end of the road. Some of you have actually pushed through to those spots, spot 3 to 7, and gotten into relegations. So we'll be seeing a lot of more games, of course. And I think on 4th and 5th December, right?
We want to see you all on 4th of December when we will play next qualification, Group B. So please go on our social media and check out the next pick'em, Pay Safeguard.
Of course, we will be there at the same time. You can follow the social media, Good Game Global. You can check out the website, www.samsungodysseymasters.com. Check all the information there. We'll be there again Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. CET. And once again, special thanks to Samsung Odyssey for making this tournament happen. And of course, Pay Safeguard and Visal S. And next time, our casters will be Sanson and Chunks. Thank you guys so much for watching and see you this weekend.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.